All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. How is everybody doing tonight? What is good? What is good? We got Carl Johansson in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got Zippy DSM Lee. What is good? What is good? Very good to see you guys. What is going on? So, as you guys know, the election is coming up, and some of you may, Morty, you're in the light. Why are you always in the light? Lay down. There you go. There we go. Get my beautiful face all up in there. Test, test, test. Can we hear me? What happened to my audio? Test, test, test. We good? We good. All right. Yeah, last time I was pretty confident. And I let me know. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, last time I was very confident about my vote for Hillary Clinton. And we all know how that could have gone. Luckily, she lost, and that didn't go the way that it could have been. But yeah, that was bad. Shout out to Carl's Frosted Tips. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, I figured let's just have a chill stream here. There is a lot that I've been gathering on between TikTok and Twitter and you're too young to have boomer on you. it's the laptop bedroom setup. You know how it is. The struggle stream is real. But yeah, I've been gathering all these videos, and it's like I definitely want to share these with you guys. And it's been I've meant to. I got this this vertical monitor so that we could watch these, full screen and everything. But we haven't really used it. So I was like, the election's coming up. Let's do it. So let's just dive right in. Let's see, is this gonna be good enough? Nope. Okay. And yeah, we just there's a bunch to talk about, and we'll just go through them. Not some overarching message here. Let's just have some fun and talk about it. Welcome to Brandon Murphy. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. So Trump will win this election, even though I'm anxious of the Dems trying to rig the election like they did before, says Brandon. Yeah, it definitely is a worry, and there is only one way in my mind that she wins, and that is it. So keep my fingers crossed. Shout out to Carl's Frosted Tips. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. And of course, you guys know that every donation comes with a treat for my co-host, Morty. Hold on, let me get all set up here. Come here, Mort. Come here, bud. Yeah, there he is. There he is. And there you go. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Carl's Frosted Tips. And of course, now that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. All right, let's dive in here. First, we got some voter fraud. Speaking of stealing the election here. Yep. Audio out again? What? What happened? You can't hear me? No. Let me know what's going on. What is it? What happened? Oh, welcome to the party. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah. If you when you guys do that, I don't know what that means. So like you need to be specific. I can't hear the video. I can't hear you. You are muted. When you say that, then it stops everything. But thank you for the thank you very, very much. Okay, so video has no audio. So it cut out. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, first, before we dive back in, let's shout out Zippy DSM Lee, making himself the new sponsor of the stream already with the $10 PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Let's give Morty a big one here. Come on, get it, boy. Come on, get it. There you go. There you go. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Very, very, very much appreciated. Water Ice said, if the Democrats ain't cheating, they are still cheating. Yep. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. And of course, that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. And yeah, I mean, there are many ways for these people to rig the election. There's many ways that there's more than one way for this to happen. Zippy DSM Lee, thank you again so very, very much. But yeah, I mean, you know, ballot boxes are one way, illegal immigrants are one way, but here, you know, we have something else that is just as sinister, if not more. You know, you can see here that this lady is holding this old woman's hand. She has no idea. She has no idea what she is doing. It's just, oh yeah, don't you want to do this? Oh yeah, totally. I want to do that. Like that. Oh, it's just like I don't know how you do that and don't feel like a terrible, terrible person. But you know, that's the Democrats for ya. Okay, so shout out to Sarah Marie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let me just redo the screen share. Make sure that's all good. And we move into the next one. All right, we'll come back to that. Thank you, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Hey, Ed's Funhouse. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With the 199. Very, very, very much appreciated. Said, I'm expecting problems no matter who wins. I agree with you, sir. I agree. I think it is, you know, it's volatile, and we are definitely in for some shenanigans. Oh, you got some extra stuff there? There you go. We are in for some shenanigans. I definitely think it's going to be worse if Kamala wins, because the organic support for Trump is very obvious. Whereas, you know, okay, maybe there's enough Kamala supporters out there. Maybe. I don't believe it, but maybe. It's just, I don't think people are going to believe it. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. Shout out to Bogdan. Welcome to the party. Said Dreadlock Rascal. Not quite, not quite. I just got the fluff, the not there. My mom is fully Jamaican though. But welcome to the party. We also got Jewel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Very good to see you. She's a lesbian, Carl. They exist in the wild. Boy, lay down. They do exist. They do exist. I know it's crazy to see, but they do exist. All right, let's move on to this one here. We got Kamala Harris. Can we get that? Can we get that? All right, we're gonna have to pull the thing so we could see all of the goodness. Boom. All right. Kamala absurdly said it's almost impossible for rural Americans. Sweetie, you realize people could just you know, use their phone and take a picture just like you would. We have email, all that kind of stuff. This is rural racism. Rural racism is what I call it. Hey, shout out to Sarah Marie again with a super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feeding Morty, he is having a grand old time thanks to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. That's right. Every single donation comes with a treat for Morty. Thank you very, very much. Every little bit counts, and it is appreciated. Thank you. Shout out to Andrew L. Welcome to the party. Yeah, the government definitely can provide ID to everybody, but I just voted yesterday and did not need my ID. I had it in hand and was ready to use it, but they just asked for my my name, my address, and my birthday. That's it. That's it. Shout out to Indie Film. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. So, dude, they don't even know how to use words, how to like use English words and do math out there. How do you expect them to use a fax machine? Of course, these sad, sad, sad rural people. They don't know any better. They're just not as intelligent as the people in New York. Yeah. So again, I like to call that one the rural racism. Welcome to the party. We also got Tactical Mayo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know who those people are, but thank you very much. Hey, shout out to Nordic Born. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party, and thank you so very, very much. I do appreciate that, and of course, another treat for Morty. And as you guys can see, we do have the goal listed up there. If we get 10 $2, I think what was it, $2 super chats or more, then Morty is going to get his own bottle of peanut butter that I finished out and not able to scoop any more out of, and he's going to get the leftovers. So he will very, very, very much appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's check out what Stephen A. Smith had to say about Obama.
Again, respectfully, what you said is not acceptable. Not to me, not to a host of black men out
Bubba
there
Play, welcome.
who's not even thinking about voting for Donald Trump. What you said is unacceptable. I'll tell you why in a minute. But before I do that, I want to go to Khalil Thompson, co-founder and executive director of Win with Black Men, who responded to criticism of Obama's comments. Take a look.
Real quick, guys. So because of the way that the banner covers up so much of the screen, I'm going to instead make the sponsor its own. Like I'll do one of these and I'll flash that every once in a while for these streams. So please, you guys know how much I appreciate you, but obviously we gotta make sure everything is seen and beautiful. So thank you, and shout out to Zippy DSM Lee
of Win with Black Men, who responded to criticism of Obama's comments. Take a look at what he had to say here. Quote, I believe President Obama is speaking to a tangible, visceral understanding of what it means for all men to relate to women in America. Calling out misogyny is not wrong. And
hold on, Nordic Born said tried voting early, had to drive 2 hours to do it. I would assume that means you live in a rural area, because it was very, very easy for me. I mean, it was they had it where there's 10 different polling stations within my county, and you can go for, I think on election day you have to go to the one you are assigned to, but for early voting you go any of the 10 ones in the county, and you just show up. Like I said, you don't have to show ID or anything. It took 5 minutes. There was maybe a total of 7 minutes of waiting time. Zibby says we need 1 day voting holiday, about 4 times as many polling locations. I absolutely agree. I don't personally have an issue with the in-person early voting. It's the mail-in voting that is really an issue. But yeah, definitely great. Shout out to Bean Man, said an atheist voting Trump. There we go. Love to see it. There you go. So very, very real. Didn't want to wait till election day. Well, yeah, that's smart. So if you did wait till election day, though, you still would have had to drive the 2 hours. No. Damn. Shout out to whatever that says. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just gonna welcome 3 hours. God damn, that is exactly why the Democrats have the advantage when it comes to this to voting in general. It's just that much of a problem that people in urban areas do not have to worry about. Welcome, Vivian. Instead of mail-in voting is so bad, why did Trump do it? So, no, number one, mail-in voting itself is not bad. It is the mass mail-in voting. The absentee ballots are not a problem. But mail-in voting, Trump did it because if he didn't, and only the Democrats did it, then he would have actually lost the election instead of just pretend loss. But obviously, if they're doing it, then you can't not, right? Like, what sense would that make? What sense would that make? It was 5 minutes away, or there's nothing 5 minutes away. Yeah, mine was right there. Sam Marie said, "You don't remember how Obama roasted and encouraged Trump at his Wall Street speech ahead of the 2016 election?" Yeah, I mean, it seems like that is one of the biggest factors in why he decided to run. Shout out to Jones, and my whole family voted Trump. There we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. I, of course, voted for Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump. We got Young in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get this next one ready. This is from Line in the Sand, James O'Keefe's latest documentary that's actually on the Tucker Carlson Network. Shout out to Am. I don't know if she's here or not, but we were able to get a password and we covered this entire thing. So check it out. It is on the channel, available right now. Right now. This is him, on the Tucker Carlson Network. It's about, voting and illegal immigration, all that stuff.
I don't have ID, but I can give him my name.
At St. Paul's Episcopal Church, affiliated with an NGO called La Jornada, an immigrant can claim they were homeless, and if they could get proof they had resided somewhere, like a homeless shelter for 15 days, they could receive New York residency documents.
If I pay for my friends, can I get also for them?
But how far could we push the envelope? The workers at La Jornada were asked if we could procure residency for people who weren't even there.
The names? Okay.
Shout out to Too Far Gone. So we better be all voting Kamala. I did not. I did early voting, and Donald Trump got my vote. And this is very much why. But welcome, welcome, welcome to the party.
Asked if we could procure residency for people who weren't even there.
The names?
Okay. So they're going to be the letter for.
Okay. Here, right?
We wrote down 4 names, including yours truly.
Okay, what's your name, please?
It's 4.
Yeah.
For how much? 40. Thank you.
Our residency applications quickly proceeded to Pedro Rodriguez.
Yep, and speaking of which, as Jones is saying here, welcome, said, "Sorry, I don't respect people that vote for treason by allowing borders to be flooded with illegals breaching our national security and their oath to office." Well said. Well said. Jules said, "I prefer Trump." I said, "Shit, me too." Carl said, "I would tell Kamala to suck it, but she would enjoy it too much." Get him. So in this video, guys, the somebody else was able to sign up James O'Keefe, or actually it's James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe. He was able to sign up James O'Keefe as a resident of this guy's church. Hey, shout out Nordic Born. Thank you so much. Another $2 for Morty. Come on and get it. Come on and get it. Come on and get it, baby. Yeah. Thank you so much. Say it, Trump 2024 and skull. Shout it out. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, right. I mean, talk about human trafficking. This is exactly what is going on. It is wild. So again, he got the paperwork to say, yeah, I live here now. Shout out to Marco. Welcome. Good to see you.
He's the executive director of La Jornada, which operates out of St. Paul's Episcopal Church. Pedro appears to not examine the documents closely and just signs them without verifying their legitimacy. The documents receive a stamp of approval without any oversight.
That's it.
I had not yet even set foot in this place, but I now had an official document that claimed
Shout
the
out to
church was my address,
Richard.
and
Good
I
to
now
see you, brother.
reside in Queens, New York. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. According to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, applying for asylum is free. But at La Jornada, Pedro Rodriguez charges for it.
So it's an industry. $2,000.
Dijo que te
Not
cobran
nothing.
600 para llenarte con el asilo. Yo quiero saber cuánto dinero me va a cobrar.
$1,100.
While standing outside the church,
And again, this is just to highlight that this is not some humanitarian thing that is about, helping people that are so poor and blah, 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 blah. It's an industry. From every step of the way, it is an industry that is built on people making money and, abusing people who are just looking for a better life or already abusing our system. Shout out to what is that what empty means? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Said I weep for our country, full of ignorance, not as full as this stream, but an abundance of it. Well, I'm glad that you like the stream more than you like America. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about America, but vote Trump. Welcome to the party. Shout out to Orbital. I don't know if I can say that out loud, but I definitely agree. Moving on, this one really, I'm surprised this one didn't get a bit more, a lot more attention, because it's a perfect story of what a lot of people are going through. And
I actually owe you an apology before we start. I've been very critical about how you fight all through the campaigns. I voted for you because I like policy. I didn't know you as a man. And I think when you don't understand what a man fights for, you can get lost, especially with all the noise we're seeing from fake news, et cetera, who created these pictures from you. So Gutfeld show's over, cameras are off. We go backstage, and I expected you to be like every politician or anybody I've ever celebrity I've bodyguarded for, and you met my family, and you talked to my daughter. Mm-hmm. My daughter is 10 years old.
So this is just his bodyguard for Fox News.
Her name's Georgie. You guys talked for 20 minutes. If nobody knew, you could have been her grandfather. And you were talking about her horses and her dreams. And I was sitting there and I was like, I have been so wrong about this man because I never understood why you fight the way you fight. You're a family man.
I am. Well,
You're a
He's a family man. Shout out to JL. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Election week indeed. If you are voting red, get out and vote. If not, then stay home. You're good. I promise Kamala's gonna win. Is that his name? I do not know. But the bodyguard who was previously very much against Trump. And as he was saying,
in her dreams. And I was sitting there and I was like, I have been so wrong about this man because I never understood why you fight the way you fight. You're a family man.
Yep.
I am. Well, I am.
You're a father.
And your daughter's a gorgeous, really, and your wife, the whole thing. I mean, you have got some setup, I'll tell you.
Always, just complimenting people and making them feel good. Like, he knows how to do this. He knows how to do this. Hold on one second here. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, and I mean, it's a story that you hear over and over and over and over, that people think that they know one thing about, they know this or that about Trump, about Republicans, about the voters, about everything, and then it's just like one quick thing, one little thing that allows them to open up their perspective and see that, oh, everything I've been thinking or everything I've been told has been for a particular reason, and it's because they want to screw over all of us, and it's just that simple. Shout out to Melanie J. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Said election week, thank God it's almost over. Court dates coming, clown. Make them public. Your daughters I love, but I'm taking all their rights. Which rights is he taking? I hadn't heard about that. If you could educate me. But welcome to the party. Yeah, Jones. I think I have that one saved somewhere. Eventually, if somebody can, we'll get it eventually. But yeah, but I was like, Trump supporters need to slap an ass. Or no, wasn't he saying that he wants us to slap guys in the ass? I don't know. It was some weird shit. Sam Marie said, fair enough. Another option is truly the salvations. The Salvation Norwegians are fed with the scare that you have to elect Harris. Personally, so sick of the tired and biased media. Yeah, and I mean, that is the same exact thing they tell us here. That is the same exact thing they tell us here. Shout out to Timothy Alexander. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. So that's not how that works. So the Supreme Court is in charge of that, and when one dies, then it's the president's job to put in a new justice, which is what he did. Obama could have done that, but what's her name? RBJ, whatever the hell her name was. She wanted to hold on to her seat instead of passing it down to another Democrat while Trump was in office. He has specifically said that he is not for Project 2025. He doesn't know what it is. That is from the Heritage Foundation, and they also came up with Obamacare. So if we're going to say we don't like the Heritage Foundation, then I mean, go for it. But if don't talk to me about your healthcare then, because they're the same people. Carl's Frosted Tip said, my wife is voting Trump. She's a physician, and most of her female coworkers are voting Trump. Imagine that. Imagine that. Shout out to Dylan Soup. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's dive into another one here. We got our boy Elon Musk, and I'm not like, some super fan of Elon Musk, but I obviously definitely appreciate what he does for society and that he is, going for Trump. But really quick, if you guys could do me a huge favor, just double tap the screen to hit the like button. It helps so very much. It's free, it's easy, and it would make me happy. Thank you so much.
I mean, I got a bunch of sort of nutty stories, some of them are, I guess, kind of funny. There's, we had to do this, SpaceX had to do the study to see if Starship would hit a shark. And I'm like, it's a big ocean, there's a lot of sharks. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely. And said, well, you have to, this is, I think, from National Marine Fisheries, one of the, NIMF it's called. They were like, well, you have to do the study on whether you're going to hit a shark. We're like, what? We said, okay, well, fine, we'll do the analysis. And then, well, can you give us the shark data? They're like, no, we can't give you the shark data. We're like, okay, well, then we're in a bit of a quandary. How do we solve this this shark probability issue?
And I mean, again, this is a silly, lighthearted story, but this is a very real issue about doing business and government regulation.
And they said, well, we could give it to our Western division, but we don't trust them. And I'm like, am I in a comedy sketch here?
Nope.
And they're worried about the shark density data, like the people who hunt sharks for shark fins somehow getting their hands on the shark data. And so eventually, I think we got the data and we could run the analysis to say, like, yeah, the sharks are going to be fine. But they wouldn't let us proceed with launch until we did this crazy shark data. And then we thought, okay, now we're done. And they said, but what about whales? I'm like, when you look at a picture of the Pacific, what percentage of the surface area of the Pacific do you see as whale? I look at a picture, I don't see any. It's like, you can't, where's a whale? And honestly, if the ship did hit a whale, it's like, honestly, that whale had it coming, because it's like the odds are so low.
Shout out to Mr. Moccasin. Welcome to the party. He said, what will you do when Kamala wins? Actually, first, another screenshot of this so that when that doesn't happen, I can add this to the list of funny things. But to answer your question, if Kamala wins, then I will go on with my life like a normal person. I'm not going to riot. I'm not going to do anything weird because I am an adult and I am in favor of the democratic republic that we have. Definitely lots and lots of laughing at her. Lots and lots of laughing at her. But welcome to the party, and then I will throw it back on you. What will you do when Trump wins? Samarie said, had Kamala actually been a good representation of values, one would easily support. Fair enough. Her values are in the blur. She only wins on being a female from a minority group. Yup. And Bean Man says, save the children, no more wars, secure our borders, and end government corruption. Hell yeah. Love it. Look it. Cindy Bad said, Islam is the right path to paradise. I respectfully disagree, but welcome to the party. We got Richard Goodson. Welcome. I can't make that promise. It would clearly be stolen. I mean, I don't see any other way, but I don't see how violence is going to help change that. So I completely agree with you, but I don't see how that changes anything. Shout out to Daisy. Welcome. Said a vote for Harris is a big PDF. Yeah, I can't say all that stuff, but you know exactly what it is. Welcome. Shout out to your worst nightmare. Said I'll buy groceries when Trump wins. I'll be able to afford my meals. I heard that. Welcome. All right, what else do we got here? Kamala exposed for lying about her black grandmother. What we go?
One thing about Miss Candace Owens, she has been on Kamala's neck. Do you hear me? Not only has she exposed half of that lady's bloodline, okay, but she just nailed the final nail in the coffin by exposing the fact that this black grandmother that Kamala has been parading around in her damn book is not even her fucking grandmother. Y'all watch.
Yeah, real quick, let's give a big shout out and RIP to Peanut. Oh my goodness, another perfect example of just the government taking our money and doing the most awful things and not doing the things that need to be done. RIP Peanut. RIP Peanut. Put one in the chat if you do not know who Peanut is. Shout out to Kathleen. Welcome all the way from New Zealand. Good to see ya. Will Remain said Trump is not going to win. Brace yourselves. I am definitely worried that can happen. I agree with you. I agree. John said justice for Peanut. Hell yeah. Shout out to Random Smart. Said Trump. Hell yeah. You're missing the point, Carl. You're missing the point. It's about the government doing okay. All right. So let's find Peanut. So Peanut was a squirrel that was found and rescued, and then come on, it was right there. Give it back to me. Yes. Hold on. This guy. Music. Sorry, I forgot music. So, yeah, this guy saved this squirrel that was, I don't know, something was going on with it, and started making TikToks like this, and got a lot of support, and was able to start an animal sanctuary. But because he didn't have a specific license for the squirrel, due to social media like this, the Department of whatever raided his house, raided all of his just all of this shit, held him for 5 hours while they went and confiscated the squirrel and euthanized it for absolutely no reason. I mean, again, technically he didn't have the exact proper paperwork and stuff, but it's like, again, if our government was doing there we go. If our government was doing everything that we needed our government to be doing, then that would be like, all right, hey, you didn't have the permit. What else do you want? The laws are the laws. If that was the case, fine. But that's not what our government is doing. Shout out to Foopy. Welcome to the party. Said if a vampire bites a zombie, does the vampire become undead, or does the zombie just get a taste upgrade? I'm going to go with the latter. Welcome to the party. Exactly, Richard. Peanut lived a happy life until the government found him. It's it's just it is sad. And again, I definitely don't want any squirrels in my house. But the really, he was missing an arm. Poor Peanut. And it's like, come on, man. If you're gonna do something, if you're gonna get the right, exactly, Jones. Illegals can have no paperwork, but they went and euthanized a squirrel because that is where our government is. Our government priorities are. That's where the government priorities are. Absolutely. Shout out to TJ. Said we have a corrupt government in all aspects. Indeed, as we see here with what Candace has been doing with Grandma Berthy. Berthy, what was her name? I forget. What was her name?
And her damn book is not even her fucking grandmother. Y'all watch this.
The Jamaican woman who grew up
So wait, what is any phone saying here? So wait, if a squirrel breaks its leg and I take care of it and bring it back to health, the government will just kill it because I'm not supposed to have it. Yep. Using your tax dollars. Okay, maybe it was a state thing. So if you don't live in that state, it wasn't specifically your tax dollars. But the point stands. That is what tax dollars are going to. Yeah, and the raccoon friend as well. It may not be the biggest deal in the world, but it's a perfect example. It's a perfect. What's the word I'm looking for? It's the epitome of the government doing exactly what the government does. All of the wrong things. Check the immigration status of the white woman, but ignore everyone else of interest. Indeed. Shout out to Invalid Argument. Welcome. And yet we continue to pay the Federal Reserve Corporation's taxes that fund this crap. Yep. The squirrel had some compromising info. I wouldn't be surprised. They had a tracker, all that stuff. Yep. Oh, the OG claim. Sarah says, perspective, I've been reporting a cat breeding right outside my house caused by a local cat woman. No effect. Have this guy online, all forces alert. Yep. And he's actually doing real sanctuary type work. Your worst nightmare says, check out the case about the alligator in my home state of West Virginia. Instead of relocating it, DNR shot it. I mean, what is there to say? And again, I mean, in those situations, maybe it makes sense that like with an alligator that you can't just keep it around and like, there's a lot of money that needs to go. Like, fine, I can get that. I'm not some, tree hugging whatever. But why do you need to kill it? Shout out to Zerzio. I am Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern down in the studio, but sometimes I come to you from the bedroom just to hang out. And since the election's coming up, we had some clips here that I wanted to share with you. So welcome, guys. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You do not want to miss the party. Become part of the community. It is, talk about overreach. We were just talking about overreach in the Discord server. If we have any mods here, I would love if you could drop the link to that Discord server. Government overreach, over and over and over again. Insane. The local pod they had rescued and taken into they had rescues from out of state. Well, yeah. So bullshit. Anyway, let's see what Kamala's got. Or Kamala, I keep doing that. What Candace has got.
Fucking grandmother. Y'all watch this.
The Jamaican woman
calling yourself Jesus is wild. Tell that to all of the mothers in Mexico that have sons named Jesus.
Up and knew Grandma Barrel, Miss Barrel, personally. Take a listen.
And Mrs. Barrel, by the way, I see Vice President Harris on the box. And I sit up straight and I think, my God, she looks so much like Miss Barrel. Her facial features, the only thing is Miss Barrel was much smaller in stature, but
well, okay, if Miss Beryl, because Kamala is very fair skinned.
Right.
Was Beryl fair skinned?
Yes, she was.
She was.
She was. She was fair skinned.
She was. Okay.
Yes, she was very fair skinned.
So in case you don't understand, Miss Beryl, the grandma, if you haven't seen that picture, it's a black woman that Kamala is saying that's my grandmother, claiming her blackness. That ain't it.
With black hair.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So she was so fair-skinned that now that I'm older and I can spot people by their skin coloring, etc., for me, I would say there was something Irish there.
Irish.
How interesting.
Yeah.
Not black.
Yeah, I would
Irish.
say somewhere along the line, she would have had ancestors that were Irish. Yes.
Actually, can I show you a photograph?
Of course.
That's the picture. That's the. Oh wait, I think she's looking.
An old lady.
Yes.
And some people speculate
Yeah.
that this is Miss Burial.
Right.
Yeah. So okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
The picture that she's
Now-
putting up. So the picture right here in the center of these two ladies is the same picture that Candace is holding in Kamala's book that's saying this is her grandmother and claiming her blackness based off this picture right here. That ain't her.
Right. Okay. Nah, that's not Miss Barrow.
That's not Miss
That's
Burial.
definitely not
No.
Miss Barrow.
Oh.
That's not Miss Barrow.
Just
There's
a lady.
another person.
Lies,
But
lies,
could that be
lies.
Miss Burial?
No, that's not
That's
Miss
not Miss
Barrow.
Burial
That's not
either.
Miss Barrow either.
Another
Okay.
picture.
Don't know who
Another
that
lie.
is.
Oh.
That's not Miss Barrel. Who is the lady? Whose black grandmama did you steal?
You stole a whole grandmama. You stole a whole grandmama. Shout out to Plungecast. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Oscar Mike, welcome. Said Trump and the Republican Party is not going to take rights away. They sent Roe v. Wade to the states so they can vote and the blame not be placed on the Republican Party. The Democrats want to control everyone. That ain't nothing new, and you are absolutely right. Welcome to the party. Carl said, even short of regulation, if you have an animal that can unalive you or your kids, you're nuts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, there's some I'm willing to look into the alligator story and see what's going on there. But we have a squirrel that's been there for 7 years. It's not like, they just got it and it's like, oh, maybe it's got rabies. Like, no, this checks out. Punchcast said Kamala is the Indian clown making us Indians a laughingstock. Yeah, man, come on.
Kamala, because y'all know y'all get mad when we call her Kamala. I don't give a fuck what her name is. Scamala. Who the fuck grandma is that?
Kamala Harris, we see your scams. Kamala Harris. Shout out to President Donald J. Trump. Welcome to the party. Said, I will avenge Peanut. Hell yeah. There you go. Welcome. We also got Patricia Davis. Welcome to the party. Said, Harris is a liar just to get votes. Disgusting. Yep. You know it. That's a good point, Zippy. Yeah. Large dogs definitely can get you. Definitely Abe was the best. The Republican, the best one. I'm the best since Abraham Lincoln. Right? Apple Jesus, thank you. Come again. Yeah, her mother's Indian, not black. That's the point. That is the point. She is Indian and Irish. She is not black. She lie. Shout out to Barcode. I get it. Barcode. I like that. There you go. Sub. Thank you. Yes, guys, if you've not already, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you never miss a party.
You need to give somebody their TT back. They Nana, they Abuela. Who is that? You know you like different accents and shit.
Yup.
Grandmama.
Hey, shout out to the Punchcast. Another super chat, and of course another donation comes with a treat for my co-host Morty. Thank you so very, very much, guys. We are halfway there. 5 more $2 and up, and Morty gets his peanut butter. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. Baljit, welcome, said, many people know that Kamala's mom is Indian. We laughed so bad when we saw the videos and pics. Yep. Goal-driven impressions, welcome. Said Indians don't claim her. I don't think anybody claims her. Black people don't claim her. Women don't claim her. Indians don't claim her. She is homeless. She is homeless. People are finally waking up. Finally, for real. People are actually being like, wait a minute. I don't think this is the way we want to go. Anybody else? I see one no sound. Anybody else? Video. Wait. Is my face tweaking you out because of how I am, or because of the sound is weird? Again, guys, I'm doing this in real time. Help me out here. Shout out to KJ Baldwin. Welcome. Daisy said lobbyists and rhinos must go. Yes. Shout out to Indie Film. Thank you so much for being a member for 17 months. And these will also come with a treat for Morty. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, I got all the, he's getting all the crumbs. There you go. Thank you. Shout out to every happy dude. Good to see you. What is going on here? Oh, all right. Welcome. I'm falling behind. All right, I'm doing my best here. And Indie Film coming in with the $5. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, I gave him too much here. There we go. Thank you. There it is. Thank you so very, very much. Dom T, welcome to the party. He said, as a Russian, I claim Trump. There we go. Hell yeah. Welcome. John Call, welcome. Said, never think that stupid bitch that no one voted for will win an election. More than half the country are fucking dumb. Agreed, which is exactly what we are worried about, right? I mean, too many people are falling for the propaganda. And on the young side, there's also, a lot of people, there's a lot of people on the younger side falling for it as well. And that is not due in part by this guy, Harry Sisson. Let's dive into that one real quick. Let's grab a couple of these. Shout out to Dom T. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. And Richard said, talking about unalive, look at the number of pit bull and large Rottweilers type that attack. Yeah, and I mean, some of you do know that I am a professional dog trainer, so there is a bit of a representative heuristic there, where it's like the types of people who want to get dogs who are not going to train them or want them to be aggressive as possible, or straight up going to be fighting dogs. Those people are more likely to get pit bulls and Rottweiler type dogs. So that has to play into. It's not necessarily that these dogs are inherently more aggressive. They are. But it's not to the degree where automatically it's it's like that. But anyway, moving on to this dumbass moron.
Oh, you know how Donald Trump had a whole campaign event at a McDonald's today?
You got it.
Yeah, well, the entire thing was fake and staged.
No shit. Harry Sisson legitimately thought that people would think that Donald Trump was actually working at McDonald's.
Holy shit, Harry. Incredible journalism. Thanks for cracking the case. You mean to tell me that Trump doesn't actually work at McDonald's? Incredible.
First and foremost, it's not like Donald Trump just showed up to the McDonald's and surprised everybody and started making French fries. No.
Nobody thinks that.
Incredible work. Probably because you can't fucking do that, bro, if you're the former president of the United States. That's not how McDonald's works. That's not how presidential campaign works. That's not how the Secret Service works, dog. You can't just roll up at McDonald's and be like, yo, let me do the fries for a bit. In case you don't remember, thousands of people went through metal detectors and secured a field days in advance, and this dude still got shot at. You can't just let some dude roll up at the drive-thru, dude.
This was a pre-planned campaign event. This was posted on the McDonald's at this location outside.
No shit. Guys, again, if I could ask you a huge favor, take this video and just share it everywhere. It does not matter if you think anyone is going to click on the link. It does not matter. It helps me out either way. It tells YouTube, hey, I like this. Just share the video. It helps out so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Saying that they were going to be closed that day for a political event.
Again, huge breaking story. Stop the presses, bro. Dude, do you think that Kamala Harris just showed up at Penzeys Spices in fucking Pittsburgh and just walked in there and there was a woman ready to cry in her arms? Do you honestly think that shit was just natural, bro? You don't think they let her know? You don't think they had maybe got tipped off a little bit when the Secret Service showed up with guns? Someone's about.
What do we got here? Shout out to KP Nation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So did you see the Democrats have already started cheating again in this election? In Lancaster, PA, 2,600 duplicate votes for Kamala and turning away Trump voters caught by Republican reps. The one thing I will say is that people, you do know that you're not allowed to wear like MAGA stuff to the thing. Like that's always been a thing. But I have heard of that, yeah, and it's some bullshit. They know that cheating is the only way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Legion of Neurodivergent. Welcome. So there's no hypocrite like a Democrat hypocrite. Stage like AOC's pretend handcuffs. I forgot about that. Good one, good one, good one. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Shout out to John. Good to see you, brother. I am doing well. How about you? Yeah, exactly. Just like the guard, right over his head, right over his head. Tom said, I think Harris is going to win. I sure hope not. I sure hope not. I hope you are wrong, but not because I don't like you, because I don't like her. Shout out to Scott Knight in the building, all the way from North Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not in Central Jersey. No ID necessary. I walked in. They asked for my name, my address, and my birthday, and that was it. That was it. The last Saifu, I don't know what that word is, but welcome. Said there are too many reasons not to vote for Trump. The most important being the effect he would have on future generations with his Project 2025. Vote your conscience, vote your kids, for your kids, vote blue. Again, Project 2025 was written by the same people that wrote Obamacare, the Heritage Foundation. Donald Trump has not read Project 2025, is not affiliated with Project 2025. If you'd like to know what Donald Trump is going to do and plans to do, you can look on his website for Agenda 47, which is his actual plan. More liberals with misinformation. Surprise! Surprise! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Either way. Happy and then say, whoa, what? You post me to neutral? Either way. John, so remember that mail-in ballot box was on fire and the Democrats cried about election fraud? Weren't they the ones that made it easier in the first place by putting them there? Yup. That is how it works. That is how it worked. All right, let's dive back. Lies. Okay, so you're just a dogmatic, just like the religious people. Got it. Where are we at? She indeed is stuck in the mind virus. Yes, they are the authors. Red-blooded American. If I'm not, then who is? Who is? Why would you assume I don't like Trump? MAGA 24 already voted. Let's go. Oh, that's why. Because you think that everybody else has got to think the way that you do. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Diving back in.
About to come in here. And they're like, oh, let's definitely not find an elderly woman who wants to cry in the arms of a woman she's never met. It's kind of like that time that Kamala Harris made a call to Tim Walz to ask him to be her running mate. And there was a camera crew sitting there with him mic'd up. He's like, hello, who's this? Oh, is it Kamala? Oh, it's so staged. Good job here.
And also ahead of time, there was a journalist outside of this McDonald's, and the cars coming up to the drive-thru were rehearsing. They were rehearsing. The entire thing was staged.
Oh my God!
God, Harry, welcome to literal Earth, bro. How you think this game is played?
This is the thing about the Trump campaign, right? They're hoping to deceive you into voting for him.
Yeah, dude, dude, for the last 3 years, you've been saying that an octogenarian meatbag that can barely speak is sharper than he's ever been. You want to talk about
Hey, Bear, Joe Biden sucked off a child. You remember that?
deceiving people to vote for them? Unbelievable, dude. And now they take the lowest rated vice president in American history and shovel her into the limelight after receiving literally not a single primary vote, but he is deceiving people.
Whether it be like campaign events like this where he's trying to come off as the average working man.
You see, Harry, that's the thing about Trump. He has never in his entire life pretended to be the average working man.
Nope, not once, not never. KB Nation said if Kamala would take ownership of her 4+ years of mistakes and criminal activities, she'd have more support, but she denies them all and gets mad when called out. Yup. It's almost like even if you're not that great of a person, if you're genuine, then people will appreciate that. It's almost like people like real people. Imagine that.
He has been authentically himself for the last 65 years in public view. Nobody thinks that he's the average working man. He is more than clear about who he is as a person. But your favorite demon, on the other hand, is trying to do that. No, I'm here for the unions. I'm here for the working class Joe.
Oh, so wait, are we saying that Joe Biden lied when he said that she was right next to him and in the room and very in every decision that he made? He lied about that? Okay. I knew Joe Biden was a liar.
How many times in the last 2 months have you heard her say, I come from a middle-class family. I'm from a middle-class family. Middle-class family, middle-class family. You got to understand, I come from a middle-class family. Like, dog, you grew up in Canada, a college professor and a scientist as parents. You dated the most powerful man in San Francisco politics and got a
Bear, she kept exculpatory evidence from the courts because she wanted to keep black men in jail to use them for slave labor. That is illegal. She also lied about everything about her family. But just that's the cherry on top.
Pointed to positions that you barely even showed up for to make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing so. But I worked at McDonald's and I grew up a middle-class kid. Who's trying to sell it with their Hermes belt on, dog?
We all know that Donald Trump is a con man.
Now we're moving the goalposts. So first I just got to say it. Now I have to stop my entire show to show it. Okay. See, this is the exact thing with liberals. They'll move the goalposts. I bet you can't name one thing, and then I name it. Well, now you've got to show it exactly, and then I show it, and what? Well, that doesn't count. Get out of here! Get out of here! Richard Good says the factory I work at has been shut down for 4 weeks, no pay. Thanks, Kamala. John said she literally let the country be invaded. Charge her for treason. That'll work too. Kamala Harris and Obama are CIA babies. We know that for sure. Chlamydia Harris. Oh, all right. Oh, I was going to move on, but Harry's back. So let's see what else Harry's got to say.
Last kid, who's trying to sell it with their Hermes belt on, dog?
We all know that Donald Trump is a con man. We've known this for quite some time. The only question is, will the American people fall for the con? I don't think we should, and I don't think we will.
Your turn, Bear.
Yes.
Your turn, Bear. I've offered proof. Now you offer proof. Oh, you can't? That's what I thought.
I don't think we should, and I don't think we will.
Yes. Sing it, soy sister. Damn, bro, you really nailed it. Will America fall for the con? Great question. Will the country actually choose Donald Trump? Especially after the leader of his party that received all of the primary votes got kicked out by the most elite members of the aforementioned party without...
Shout out to PRBB. I don't know what that means, but welcome to the party. Glad to have you. We also got Bob Cox saying the Democrats are done. I sure hope so, but let's not be too confident and make sure that you get out and vote. The polls can't vote. Memes can't vote. None of that stuff works. Shout out to Captive Sojourner. Welcome to the party. CL, welcome, said, what side are you on? I am on the side of truth and common sense. Therefore, of course, I am voting and have voted for Donald Trump. Of course. Sean Finnegan, welcome, said, why are you so ignorant? What the hell? Kamala hated this country. No. Kamala hates. Present tense. She hates this country. Welcome to the party. We got Kenneth White in the building. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, let's see what we got from Charlie Kirk.
Can I give you a fact I want you to think about? Kamala Harris, as she's been in charge of the border, we have 320,000 missing children right now in this country that were all sex trafficked or labor trafficked across the southern border. Do you agree?
Oh, really quick, already did. Trump's never read it. That's the Heritage Foundation, the same people as Obamacare, not Trump. Already did that.
That should probably get more attention.
I think any type of issue like that should get attention.
Then go away.
Before me mentioning it.
You know what I do when I come across people on the internet that I find super annoying, super confident, yet ignorant idiot? I go away from them. What is it that you think you're supposed to do? Oh, I'm going to change my entire personality now because some random person who doesn't even have a real name or picture on the internet told me that they don't like me. No.
I think any type of issue like that should get attention.
Have you heard about that before me mentioning it?
Not really. Like I said, I don't really know that much.
No, but hold on. But you knew enough to say Trump was a racist. Why do you think you don't know that there's 320,000 missing kids in America? Why is that?
It's not really presented in the media. The media is so focused right now on the battle between conservative and liberal.
But isn't that a core part of the battle, that the liberal vice president has allowed 320,000 kids to go missing?
So how has she allowed that exactly?
That's a good question.
The border.
She's in charge of the border.
The borders
she has
are.
Stopped DNA testing at the border. So if a kid comes to the border, 12 years old, and someone says, I'm their father, there's no DNA rapid testing that takes 90 seconds to make sure that's actually the father. Most times it's a pimp that is selling the girl into sex slavery in the interior of the United States. Kamala Harris specifically got rid of that policy.
So it was in place before?
Yes, when Donald Trump was president, it required DNA testing, and families would remain together, and they were not granted asylum into the interior of the country, and we had remain in Mexico, the lowest border crossings in American history. Under Kamala Harris, we have 10 million people coming illegally into America.
Okay. Next person.
All right, I want you to think about these things, and maybe one day you'll remember this conversation, and you'll think back that maybe conservatives have been right all along.
Maybe conservatives have been right all along. All right, so that's all I had. So let's go back into the bowels and see what we got here. Bruce, welcome. So this is a battle between good and evil. I very much agree with that. Carl said, even if I believe Donald Trump was really a fascist, which I don't, I would still vote for him. That's how bad you people are. I love it. Daisy said, Trump held out Jennifer Hudson when her family was unalived. Took her into Trump Tower. Yeah, that's, so racist, right? Anne said, wasn't Epstein a blackmail artist? Yep. And now Michael Wolff releases a tape of Epstein referring to Trump 3 days before the election. Seems fishy. Yep, that's what they're going. They're going for their own. They're going for their own, and it doesn't seem to work. All right, let's see what else we got here. Guess the liberal. What is that? Come on. Go on the thing.
Guess who's the liberal?
Oh. Okay, this is a fun one. This is a fun one. I don't know why I saved this. Little fun one. Where am I here? Okay. It's Guess the Liberal. Guess the Liberal.
Guess who's the liberal?
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm vegetarian, and I'm dating someone in the military.
Hi, I'm Tandy. I'm a registered nurse, and I like country music. Hi, I'm Macy. I love Harry Styles, and I love the 4th of July.
Hi, my name's Malia. I'm a psychology major, and I want to have a ton of kids.
All right, let's try it one more time, and then I want everybody to guess.
Who's the liberal? Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm vegetarian, and I'm dating someone in the military.
Shout out to Julius. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Obviously, in this context, we are just talking about liberal versus conservative. So willing to vote for Kamala would be liberal, and willing to vote for Trump would be conservative. All right, let's start over. Guess the liberal.
Hi, I'm Tandy. I'm a registered nurse and I like country music.
All right.
Hi, I'm Macy.
Wing said Grace.
And I love the 4th of July. Hi, my name's Malia. I'm a psychology major, and I want to have a ton of kids.
Who do you think? Who do you think? Who do you think? Maybe. Nobody's gonna guess. All right, you guys are no fun. You guys are boring. You guys are boring.
Immigration thing.
We're built with liberal ideals.
Are we?
Yeah.
Where?
Everywhere. Like, it's democracy.
Immigration thing.
We're built with liberal ideals.
Are we?
Yeah.
Where?
Everywhere. Like, it's democracy.
Well, where is democracy in the United States? Hold on. Where is democracy in the U.S. Constitution? Where does that word appear?
I'm not.
It doesn't. How about in the Declaration?
Doesn't even.
In the Federalist Papers, it appears only negatively. So democracy is not an American value.
I'm pretty sure they're talking about democracy, like what they thought democracy was.
But no.
Why is? Where do you get the idea that democracy is an American value?
Because we are in a democracy.
No, we're not.
Democratic state.
Who said that?
Oh, we got some guesses. We got some guesses coming in. I did because it's a good thing that I saw the other one. So okay, let's go back. We got some. Here, let me see. We got this one. I'll replay it. Wow.
Guess who's the liberal?
Mute it and replay it while we got this going. So we've got. So Amber Young is saying the first one here. Grace. So Grace is number one. Let's see. Andrew's okay, saying the first or third. Sean says the third girl. Wing also said Grace. Everybody's well, I mean, considering everybody said either Grace or whoever's the third girl here.
In the military.
Hi, I'm Tandy. I'm a registered nurse and I like country music.
Hi, I'm Macy. I love Harry Styles, and I love the 4th of July. Hi, my name's Malia.
It was Grace. You guys were right. You guys were right.
Guess who's the liberal?
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm vegetarian, and I'm dating someone in the military.
Hi, I'm Tandy. I'm a registered nurse and I like country music.
Hi, I'm Macy. I love Harry Styles, and I love the 4th of July. Hi, my name's Malia. I'm a
good guess,
major,
guys.
And
Good guess. I couldn't tell. I genuinely could not tell who it was, but good call. Good call. You guys got it. CL said the founders hated democracy. No, they didn't. You fucking idiots make me ashamed to be the same species as you. Okay, well, what is it that they said about democracy that makes you think that they loved it so much? Educate us. Why don't you? Educate us.
Democracy is not an American value.
I'm pretty sure they're talking about democracy, like what they thought democracy was back then.
Where do you get the idea that democracy is an American value?
Because we are in a democracy.
No, we're not.
Democratic state.
Who said that?
Which is between the democratic and the monarchy.
Oh, no, hold on. That's different. Republic is different than democracy, so you're just like making stuff up.
No, I'm not making stuff up.
Well, democracy is nowhere in our founding documents.
The grand
one. Republic, yes, that's a different form than a democracy. Totally different.
It's just a rewritten democracy.
No. Republic is you have irrefutable eternal truths that do not change just because the majority wants them to change. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, property, separation of powers, independent judiciary. A democracy is this. I want to be able to take away their rights because I don't like them. Nazi Germany was a democracy.
Yup.
We don't like the Jews. Give us power. We're going to take their rights away. Hitler was democratically elected. Yes or no?
Yes.
So maybe democracy isn't great.
That became a tyranny.
Well, no, it became a democracy always leads to tyranny. That's what they don't teach in school.
But
Republic, if you can keep it, does not necessarily.
But if you're gonna put allegations like that in the chat again, Zippy, we get another allegation like the one right under yours, then we can get a 5-minute timeout.
I mean, the thing that the problem with the Republic.
I don't care who it is, especially like even on the other side. If you want to say whatever lefty guy, I don't play that. We do not put those type of allegations on men in on this channel. Not happening. Not happening.
Republic, if you can keep it, does not necessarily. I mean, the thing that the problem with the Republic is that if the people no longer want a republic, then it ceases to exist.
Has that been true throughout history?
I don't know, Armando, but could be. Is your mom hot? Hey, welcome to the party.
There's only been a couple republic governments ever, and that was Rome. The Roman Republic ceased to exist because they didn't want it to be a republic anymore.
They were there for many years after.
As an empire, right? Remember when Julius Caesar took it from a Roman republic to a Roman empire? He basically called himself dictator and then became dictator for life. And then you had Roman emperors, not Roman consuls, which were one-year rulers of Rome, right?
Isn't that what Trump tried to do?
No. Trump won an election, right?
He won an election. Okay, let's go back to immigration.
Okay, sure.
You still want to continue?
No, yeah, that's fine. I mean, but you cannot bring people into the country that don't share your values and still be a country. You could be something else. You just won't be a country.
How do you think this country was? A lot of people. This country was made by people coming from different places.
Good point. So were we made by settlers or immigrants?
Made by. What's the difference?
Think about it. Ever asked that question before? It's okay. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but there's a huge difference. A settler does what? Starts something new. An immigrant comes to something already built. Which one started America?
Jack.
Settlers did.
So we're not a nation of immigrants. We're a nation of settlers. And yes, we have used immigration as a tool to enrich the American experiment because a lot of people assimilated. The Irish did, the Polish did, the Italians did, the Germans did. We are now losing assimilation as a primary prerequisite. Okay, so do more people
Shout out to Justice Monroe. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. Good to see you. We are just checking out some clips before the election comes in, and we want to make sure we're getting the full information. Welcome,
Trump or Kamala?
Kamala Harris. Party. Hold on. Wing said, "I have no problem with immigrants, legal immigrants. Hell yeah, I am a first-generation American. My parents are immigrants, but they came the legal way, and they are doing the damn thing, and we're able to provide me, an American citizen, with amazing life." Zippy says, "Voting is a process, not only in democracy. They're acting like democracy only has voting, like only democracy. Yeah, it's not just because you have a vote that there's democracy." This one is, oh man, wow. You can definitely find this type of video on either side. Let's not pretend that you can't, but it is just so frustrating when you see it. It's just so
Trump or Kamala?
Kamala Harris. She is a woman because she is a black woman, because she is smart, because she is educated, because she is tells the truth, and because she knows where she's going.
And Trump is a crook.
Why do you think Trump's a crook?
He doesn't tell the truth.
Does Kamala tell the truth?
Yeah, I think so.
Or you said she's smart and intelligent. What makes you?
No, she's not. Any Film said no one has a problem with legal immigrants, but coming over the border illegally, being trafficked internally into the country, and then having the vice president say say that are legal is not legal immigration. Well said. Well said, sir. Sean Finnegan said Biden wants to send $100 billion to Iran. What the hell? What's next? Letting the Iranian Shah move to the USA. I mean, again, how I would not be very surprised. I don't really. Where is it? Did I get somebody else? Schofield saying, "Who can define woke?" I just don't care about woke anymore. That's very 2020. So whatever. Like it's just the obsession over race and oppression and identity politics. Like and. What does Carl say? Woke equals diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's basically a form of communism branching from the Frankfurt School. There you go. There you go. And said Ben Shapiro actually had an interview on this, and it's very on point. At least the portion that I watched. Well, there you go. Definitely go check that out. Wing said, "Love you for doing this." Well, thank you. Love you for being here.
Tell the truth.
Does Kamala tell the truth?
Yeah, I think so.
Or you said she's smart and
Facts,
intelligent.
bro. Shout out to Jason Scott. Said she told the truth when she said she'd change nothing if she was president. Don't worry, guys. She's gonna fix the economy. Who's her supervisor? Yep. Well said. Welcome.
What makes you think that?
The way she speaks. When she said,
the way she
I'm
speaks?
speaking, she was not only respecting herself, but respecting all women. Do you remember that?
That's her moment of, wow, you're so smart because you said, I'm speaking. That's the level. She said, I'm speaking. Oh my God, she's so intelligent. Wow.
Herself, but respecting all women. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And then Trump did it back to her.
The woman wanted to talk about Palestine, but Kamala Harris was talking. She was in the middle of her speech, and the woman came running up and started screaming at her, and she said, excuse me, I'm speaking. Every woman in America is like, wow, she's speaking out for us. I'm a phone banker, and I phone bank for Kamala Harris every single day.
Now, look, I am not one of these people who say that we should repeal the 19th. I am not one of these people who say that women shouldn't have the vote. But this, it's hard to argue against this.
And when I get a Trumper by mistake, I mean, somebody too says, I'm not voting for her, it's horrible. And when I think of our country talking to each other, each of us talking to each other the way that Trump talks to people and talks about people, and the terrible things he says to humiliate women and to humiliate all of us, I don't want that.
Do you think you're voting based more on emotions and feelings versus facts?
Yep. I like the facts too. I think I like the fact that Kamala Harris was in the Senate.
There you go. I'm terrible with names. Chief Agape, welcome, said, I didn't feel that way as a woman who saw that clip, and I bet you a bunch of women agree with you. Welcome to the party. Zippy said, if you repeal the 19th, given how law works, it changes nothing. They still have the same rights as any adult male. Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm just saying, like, the people that are like, no, let's get rid of the vote for women. I'm not one of those people, but I'm just saying that makes it that clip makes it very difficult to argue against in that moment.
I'm gonna go to you.
All right. Just some average Kamala voter. This is exactly how they're voting. Yep. Sean said Trump gave up his pay. Kamala is a communist and gets paid. Yep. As I said before, maybe. Alpaca Robbie said white Trumpers don't like you or your lineage. Maybe, but that doesn't mean that Trump is not a good president. So I don't know. Anyfilm said, wait, I thought she was talking about the debate with Pence when she said, I'm speaking. She just said a woman came up yelling about Palestine, and she said, I'm speaking. How is that speaking for all women? Why are you trying to make sense of this dumb bitch? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, right? Just come on. And, of course, Jeffrey with a unique thought. Hitler? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're saying that, like, Donald Trump is like Hitler? I've never heard that before. Now that you've said that, I definitely need to reassess my entire worldview. Where we at? Yeah, right? All right. So diving back in with our boy RFK. Shout out to RFK, part of the cabinet, and like he said, hey, like I said, Schofield, I said yes, I think women should vote. But that's that's a whole other thing. But wait, what was that? Why are these people? Oh yeah, well, because they don't have anything else to say. I don't remember. See, Am's all about it, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, so remember that RFK said that a vote for Trump is a vote for him. A vote for Trump is a vote for RFK.
I'm going to go to you, Bobby. This is your wheelhouse. So there's this new study suggesting that this miracle weight loss drug, Ozempic, can also decrease opioid and alcohol abuse substantially, as well as reduce sleep apnea and cognitive decline, which sounds like great news. But I'm always suspect when a drug...
Wow. Of course. The party of love and joy is going to be what's the word that they use? Body shaming or victim blaming, or I don't know. Pick whatever one you want. You're a shitty person. You are a shitty person.
But I'm always suspect when a drug ends up getting more than one usage. It's like now it's got 7 usages. Is this going to help make America healthy again?
No, this is, I saw this headline yesterday, and I need to look at the methodology of that.
Yeah, some people are doing fine with Biden. They're called donors. Get him.
I need to look at the methodology of that study because I don't believe it. The EU is right now investigating Ozempic for suicidal ideation. But, it may be that the drug, because it suppresses all the reward pathways, so it makes you want to do everything less. And that may be part of the answer for this. But the idea that a drug is going to cure drug addiction or alcoholism, we're spending $1,600 a month on this drug. There's a bill right now before Congress that will make it available to everybody who's overweight, which is 74% of the American population.
74%.
That alone will cost $3 trillion a year. If we spent about 1/5 of that giving good food, 3 meals a day to every man, woman, and child in our country, we could solve the obesity and diabetes epidemic overnight. A tiny fraction of the cost. Oh, they're trying to sell this. There's a huge push to sell this.
He said that like it was a flex. He said that like it was a flex. Like, oh, this is my real account that says nothing and doesn't have my name, bro. Oh, cringe.
And, it's now the biggest company in Europe, but they're not marketing it in Europe. They make this drug in Denmark.
Yeah, right. Denmark, shout out to Couch Being. Welcome, because Biden is so well known for his legendary eloquence. Hell yeah. Welcome to the party.
Make this drug in Denmark, and in Denmark, they do not recommend it for diabetes or for obesity. They recommend dietary and behavioral changes. In our country, they're counting on selling it to Americans because we're so stupid and so addicted to drugs.
No, I'm literally saying, hey, this is great. We want that part. And I'm not a leftist. Go MAGA. I love how people will just come in. He's got long hair and he doesn't work out, so he must be a liberal. No, not quite. Shout out to RFK, who is a fucking gangster, and I'm very, very happy that he is part of the Trump cabinet. All right, what else we got here? Oh, I forgot. Wait, stop! Jesus Christ, TikTok sucks on the desktop, man. Okay, this one made me laugh.
Today's Kamala's birthday.
It's Kamala's birthday?
She's
60 years old?
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, I would say happy birthday, Kamala. She's turning 60.
Did you get her some fries?
I think I'll get her some flowers.
Why not to beat her?
Maybe I'll get her some fries. You're right, that might be. I'll give her some McDonald's. I'll get her a McDonald's hamburger.
Thank you.
No, it is her birthday. It is true, right? Yes. Happy birthday, Kamala. Happy birthday. See you later. Bye.
Oh, I mean, come on. How do you not love that man? How do you not love that man? And I mean, it's getting to the point where things are so bad that even CNN the home of orange man bad politics, the home of orange man bad takes. Even they cannot get away from the fact that this man is doing a good job at being a politician. He's doing a good job running and winning people over. Let's get some of these. Yeah. Brandon S. Said Harris has the Jezebel spirit, and Sleepy Joe Biden is her Ahab. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think I agree with it. Couch Being said the Democrats really shot themselves in the foot by choosing one of the most unlikable politicians in the country to replace the senile creep. Indeed. Yeah, Trump is spiraling. Oh no, what will we ever do? I'm so worried. Oh no. Hell yeah, drill baby drill. Drill baby drill. Rickaby said, as an Italian, to stop the left, stop approaching fascists and using words you do not understand. Agreed. Shout out to Stephen Colbert. So I don't think I've seen this Indian Bohemian dude before, but he looks like a dirty hippie lib. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, buddy. Good to see you again. Guys, if you have not already, please do hit the like button. I know you are having a good time. Do not even lie. Do not even lie. But yeah, even CNN. Shout out to Randy. There we go. Trump 2024, baby. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Hell yeah. Shout out to Wing working on the rig. Drill, baby, drill. But yeah, even CNN can't get away from it.
When I first saw that image of Trump kind of hanging out the drive-through window, a part of me thought, wow, is that real? I never thought he would do something like that. The Trump that we saw in 1999 in that old ad is the one that was much more familiar to me. Like, look, we're going to run this town, right? Like someone who owns a McDonald's, not someone who works in one. I mean, clearly they have a strategy to try to appeal to working class voters, try to, twist the knife on Harris. But I still
shout out to Eric voting Trump. So did I. Welcome.
These images to be jarring. Well, part of what is so striking about them is that he's not trying to not be Donald Trump. Like some politicians go and they try to dress up as somebody they're not. He's still got the red tie. He's still so clearly himself. And I think this was an unbelievably smart move because one thing that has differentiated Donald Trump from other really wealthy politicians is that he has never been seen as the aloof, the billionaire who would never deign to hang out with the commoners. Like he has always sort of portrayed himself as, I'm the rich guy who doesn't really like the other rich guys. I'm one of you. And this is part of this. I think this was insanely smart.
Insanely smart, says CNN about Donald Trump and his campaign. I mean, you just cannot make this shit
Trump
up.
Kamal.
You just cannot make this shit up. You better thank a union member. I was gonna bring up one with her accents, but I kind of feel like we've already seen all of those. Yeah. Wings heading out. Thank you for stopping by. You have a good one. All right, what do we got here? Oh, wait. Shout out Threshold Moment. Why is this not playing?
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Trump. There you go. You mother. Trump or Kamala Harris? Kamala.
Careful.
Wait, is this your daughter? She said Donald Trump. You say Kamala Harris.
Yep. Shout out Kay Alvarez.
Yeah, and that's pretty.
That works.
Does
Trump
that?
is better.
And she says Trump is better. Awesome. What makes you think Donald Trump's better?
I think if North Korea comes and they're trying to make us a war, I think Trump will scare them away.
Oh my God.
So if you guys heard me talking about Gen Alpha, so what I was saying is that I'm a millennial. Millennial parents are the worst. And so the Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids that come from millennial parents, there's going to be a very big disparity. You're going to have really dumb, unsocialized kids. And then you're going to have well-socialized, intelligent kids. And it's going to be a big gap. And because the gap is going to be so big, then the kids who are smarter and socialized are going to be able to do whatever needs to be, whatever is happening in 20, 30, 40 years in society. I really think that's when we're going to see a big shift, and you're seeing it with situations like this. I mean, how often we know how stupid kids are these days. You see the videos of the Zoomers, and they don't know jack shit. Yet here we have a Gen Alpha, and not even just thinking for herself, but actually has
Donald Trump's better.
Real.
I think if North Korea comes
real reasons.
and they're trying to make us a war, I think Trump will scare them away.
Oh my gosh, this might be the smartest young lady I've ever met. That was amazing. Oh my gosh, W's in the chat for that little girl.
W's in the chat for that little girl. What else we got? Trump is winning in all the polls, but remember, polls do not vote. So only you can. So make sure that you vote. And again, like I was just saying, it's going to be about the kids. It's going to be about the kids. I've been seeing more and more videos like this where you have teachers just talking about how the kids are not doing well. Education is not working. Public education is not working. Shout out to Happy Life. Welcome. Said, I hope everyone has a great week. Well, thank you very much. You as well. Bullshit. Shout out to Javier, Trump 2024. Zippy said, polls do not vote for Nazis. Oh, God, the double entendre. Oh, no. But yeah, this is what's going on with your average Gen Alpha kid. Salted Fishing, MAGA 24, welcome. And this is not good. Not good. Let's see here. What do we got?
I just want to talk about how education is different now than it has ever been before. I graduated high school in 2019.
2019. So this isn't some like seasoned teacher. It's 2019 graduated high school.
High school teacher in 2024. And the difference in 5 years is insane. Understand we've been through COVID. I understand these kids had a different time in middle school and now elementary school than what I got. But let me just explain something that happens in my classroom almost every other day. I teach biology. Their mastery is measured off of quizzes, labs, and tests. Those are the 3 big grades in my classroom. I'm teaching my lessons. I tell my kids, this is going to be turned into a test question. For example, photosynthesis. It'll say the photosynthesis equation, and I will say, you guys will have to know how to put the photosynthesis equation in order on the test. Literally helping them. What happens when we get through the test? They leave the question blank. When I ask, why did you leave the question blank? I just didn't read the question. Another example, I gave a quiz 2 class periods ago. The quiz average was like in the 50s. I did some self-reflection and thought to myself, okay, if it's really that bad, maybe they don't get it. Maybe I need to change something. So I was going to not put the quiz in the grade book, because if it's that bad, then I'm the teacher. It is my job to make sure these kids understand. So everyone's done with the quiz. I go stand up in the front of the room and I said, you guys, you were in high school. Let's have an honest conversation. Raise your hand if you went home and studied for this quiz. Actually studied. I do an interactive notebook you can bring home. Raise your hand.
Yep.
Do you know how many people raised their hand? 1.
One
do you want to know what that
child.
one person got on her quiz? A 97. One
so
person.
It's not a 97. So it's not like school is that much different in the sense that you can't do school because COVID lost their ability to do whatever. If you study, you will pass the test. They're making it easy for you. Shout out to AM. Welcome. Good to see ya. But yeah, it's bad, guys. It's bad.
Person. So what did I say to my students? You know what? I appreciate the honesty. Thank you for not raising your hand and lying to me, telling me you studied. But now I'm going to put the grade in the grade book, because 29 of you just admitted to me that you did not study. Why didn't you study? I forgot. I didn't want to. I didn't think I needed to.
And again, these are kids with millennial parents. These are kids with millennial parents. As a millennial, I will definitely take the blame for that. It is bad. It is bad. Let's just let her finish up here.
It doesn't matter to me what I get on the quiz. All I know is that if I would have gone home with a failing quiz grade, failing test grade, failing lab grade, failing grade, my parents would have been so angry.
Hey, shout out to Funk Master General. Said kids are dumb. Morty rules. Thank you so very, very much. And of course, every donation comes with a treat for my co-host Morty. Thank you very, very much, sir. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from Rider University, and it's full of bullshit. Do not go to college unless you're going to be a doctor. It is a waste of time. You can learn everything. Did I make it past high school? No, I don't know. What are the numbers? All right, actually, I'm done with this, bitch. Let's see what else we got in the pipe. Let's see what else we got. This is another way that you see the teachers becoming activists and just doing their own fucking thing, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting the way these teachers.
Do you guys think this is normal for them to bring politics into school? And if they vote for, I live in California, by the way, but if you vote for Kamala Harris, then you're gonna get a pizza party. But if you vote for Donald J. Trump, apparently you are excluded.
They said that my teacher was.
Before we go into that, what do we got here? Randy, welcome. Said parents and teachers are failing the children. If the travelers won't do the work, and you lost me at the end, but I agree that parents and teachers are failing children. Absolutely. Joseph, welcome. Said most kids don't have to worry about nowadays about lower test grades because they are lowering the standards to be so-called politically correct. Let's not have anyone earn their education. Yep, that is definitely the what do they call it? The participation trophy generation again. The millennials. We were the ones that started that. And I mean, to be fair, we were the ones receiving the trophies. It was the Gen Xers that definitely started that. But yeah. I like this one. You're a cunt. Good name. So I don't know if it's a waste of time, but I strongly support a 21-year young limit. Young people need to find jobs and realize what they want before their parents pay for that degree. I definitely agree with the sentiment that, like, this. If you look at in 1980, an 18-year-old kid, and you look at 2024 and an 18-year-old kid, that is not the same thing. That is not the same thing. I like, I'm trying to figure out what you guys mean. Like, I'm down to like take shit and talk shit and whatever, but like I don't. What are you doing? No, I am an atheist. All right, so let's see what's good with this pizza party for Kamala voters.
Apparently you are excluded.
They said that my teacher was screaming at us saying the other class was voting Trump. So they don't get to use the paper patches, not the school supplies for the girls. They don't get to use the computers, the chargers, or the, what's it called? The scrunchies, the deodorant, or stuff like that.
Okay, so you guys don't get to use this stuff. It's okay. And then what was it about the pizza party?
That we don't get the pizza party because only the kids that only our class that voted Kamal get to
Kamal. They don't even know the name. When I'm not making fun of the child, but they're getting reasons to support this person. They don't even know who it is. It's about pizza. It's about pizza. Shout out to M169. Welcome to the party. That then was mainly the boomers and elder Gen X who started the participation trophies for sure. Buckmaster said Jesus definitely judge people while talking gov on YouTube. That is my favorite thing about it, right? This man is mocking Jesus. You're goddamn right. And said, yeah, I mean, my biggest concern is the kids' development. It is very scary. Yep, not gonna have signatures. Yeah, that and you know, without voter ID, if you don't have a signature, what are we gonna do? Just trust me, bro. Chief Agape said, no, Gen X does not start that participation trophy shit. We told our kids you got to win or lose. It's not even a game. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. But millennials were the ones that initially got the participation trophies. So it was your generation. It may not be you personally, but it was people your age. Yeah, it's called irony. That's the joke. That's the joke. Stupid. Yeah, right. I'm a heathen, just like you. Again, not saying that I'm not. Yes, welcome to the conversation. That is the point here. It's irony. Atheists call Jesus. Jesus Christ. John said, correction, bro. Millennials didn't start this. The school's establishment Republicans started with No Child Left Behind Act in the Bush administration. Yep. You are correct, sir. You are correct. And yeah, that's definitely a big thing about the difference between what the older Republican Rhino Party was and what this new right with Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, is all about. And Vivek. So I am down with it. CL said, your God gives cancer to children. Shut up, yes. You're only slightly less delusional than conservatives. I told you guys, it's the same shit. Y'all are the same fucking shit. Whether you believe in a man in the sky or believe that a man can transform into a female, unless you're willing to question that belief, your dogma will destroy you. Shout out to Vacas. Welcome. Said Donald Trump must win. If you haven't voted, vote red. It's the most important election in American history. Please vote red. Hell yes, I just did that yesterday. Welcome to the party. Am said, bullshit. Gen X is not as hard as they act, and they don't care or care too much. Broken home issues. Yep. Go to my video. Go to the comment section on my video where I start off making fun of a Zoomer saying Gen X is the worst generation ever. And then a bunch of other Gen Xers come in, and I'm like, you know what? It actually makes sense that a Zoomer would think that Gen X is the worst because Gen X is all like, don't talk to me. Blah, 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 blah. And so even though I am a millennial, I got a Gen X brother, I got Boomer parents, I get it. It makes sense why a Zoomer wouldn't get it. Literally thousands. This is a small channel. I rarely get a video that goes above 1,000 views. This got, I think, like 100-something thousand views, hundreds and thousands and thousands of comments, paragraphs long of Gen Xers telling me how much they don't care. You know what I don't do about things that I don't care about? Write 12 paragraphs and tell my entire story, my entire life story. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. Spot on, Am. Spot on. Sorry. The Gen Xers, they got me triggered. They got me. It was like a solid 4 months where I was just getting nonstop comments about, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Okay, dude. Anyway, welcome Freddie to the party. Said, what makes you Jesus? And don't say the beard and the hair. It's the brilliant ideas that I have that will bring humanity into our next phase. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. Ghosted Soul said, this guy thinks he's pretty. I'm actually quite insecure about my looks, but if you think I'm pretty, thank you. Where are we at? MSK9 says, it's easy to blame the generation prior to your own, but recall a generation is equal to 15 years. Yep. We got Alex Bleepin Jones. Welcome. Said we're genetically engineered by ancient aliens. I believe it. What else do we got here? John said, I'm voting red down the entire ballot. Michigan governor is a crook, and we need all the resistance possible from her ruining our state. Worst COVID-19 response governor in the country. I hear ya. Vote red, baby. Vote red. Do y'all think? There you go. That's the video that brought me to a lot of people came here from that video. All right. So let's finish up what we got here. In case you just are joining us, we will back this up. And there's a pizza party only for Kamala voters for 7-year-olds.
Do you guys think this is normal for them to bring politics into school? And
Correct,
if they
Samuel.
vote for,
Again, you are correct.
I live in
Saying the same
California,
thing
by the
over
way,
and
but if
over
you
and
vote
over and
for
over and over
Kamala
and over.
Harris, then you're gonna get a pizza party. But if you vote for
Voyager, I don't actually know. I'm American as fuck. So I don't really know. But welcome to the party.
Donald J. Trump, apparently you are excluded.
They said that my teacher was screaming at us saying the other class was voting Trump. So they don't get to use the paper patches, not the school supplies for the girls.
Yep.
They don't get to use the computers, the chargers, or the, what's it called?
Handsome guy.
The scrunchies, the deodorant, or stuff like that.
Okay, so you guys don't get to use this stuff. It's okay. And then what was it?
Did you say something before about Kamala? Shout out to Josh, like, nah, just trolling, voting red. There you go. Welcome to the party. Kay Alvarez said Jeffrey Epstein was removed from Mar-a-Lago by Trump because he was hitting on a 15-year-old. So I wouldn't say they're best buds. Me neither.
About the pizza party.
That we don't get the pizza party because only the kids that only our class that voted Kamal get to eat the pizza party, but some of the kids didn't vote for Kamal, they voted for Trump.
So then what's gonna happen to them?
They're not gonna be included. Only the kids that voted for Kamal.
They don't deserve to be included.
So I had a couple questions for you. So I heard that Giselle was telling me that you had mentioned that the kids that are not going to attend the pizza party are the kids who voted other than Kamala.
The border.
Wait, say it again?
That you had told the class that whoever votes for Kamala will get a pizza party, but those that don't will not be included in the pizza party.
For Harris?
Yeah.
What period is your daughter in?
I am not sure.
Caught.
So
red-handed.
Only one period 5 had a majority for Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and to follow that same spirit, because the Democrats are more for feeding the hungry, free medical care.
And she's doubling down now. Well, I genuinely cannot tell if that's a man or a woman, but the principal is doubling down, saying that, yeah, well, Kamala's the good one. So what's the problem here?
Feed more services, just pay higher taxes.
Yeah. A vote for Harris is a big pizza and hot dog PDF molester elite parties at the White House. Yikes.
I'll be willing to buy pizza for the class.
Okay.
What did she say?
You are willing to buy pizza for the class for those who win with Harris, right?
For those that voted for Harris?
Yeah.
Is she in period 5? If she's not in period 5, we're just doing a regular day.
Oh, okay. So
exactly, that's the problem, bitch.
Just at what period are you with this teacher? 5. So she is in period 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not sure. It's either a very gay dude or I was going to say a woman transitioning, which also would not surprise me in the least. And so I think teachers should get paid more and also require strict scrutiny to influence entire generations. Indeed. We got Guantech in the building. Welcome to the party. Yeah, nobody can tell, which means it's a Democrat. Or a woman. Anyone said, holy crap, this is literally what Democrats do for votes. Vote for us and the government will give you food or social programs or anything else. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. There you go. Daisy said homeschooling and Brazilian jiu-jitsu for my son. That is how we do it. That is how you do it.
I'm going to try for tomorrow for pizza, if not Friday.
So the other classes, because they did not vote for Harris, they're not gonna get pizza?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they can.
Yeah. Just yeah. Well, you vote for the good person and you get pizza. You vote for the good person, you get free stuff. Just like in the real world. Sad.
They just do what the conservatives do, which pay for yourself.
Oh, that's fine. Can I take some pizza for those other classes?
those other classes? What do you mean?
What do you
the
mean?
ones that voted for Trump.
She wants to buy pizza for the Trump supporters.
You can.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a little bit upset. I'm extremely upset because if this was the other way around, and I were to go to people's houses and I'm like, hey, do you want a bag of food? Who did you vote for? You know, like this is not Cuba. Like that's not okay to do. You know, like
I don't think Cuba they have the right to vote though.
Exactly. So if they're
yeah, exactly. Yeah, John said beliefs and opinions should stay out of the school system. It's shameful. Not all, but I mean, okay. So I mean, you mean the teachers' specific beliefs and opinions should stay out of the school system. It's shameful, and the sad part is that people think that it's okay. Yeah, you would expect that when the parent called, it would be like a mea culpa, like, oh, you caught me. But it's no. It's like this is just how we do things. It's okay to discriminate based on who you vote for. It's okay. That's normal. That's what we do. That's what we not only what we do, but that's what we support and encourage, to treat people differently based on who they vote for. Don't worry about reading. Don't worry about writing. Just worry about treating people the way that they should be based on their vote. Like, come on. PRB said all Democrats are socialists except Joe Manchin. I don't know about all of them, but you're pretty bad. Jeff said, welcome to the party. He said, anyone does that to my child, they better have good dental insurance. No violence, guys. No violence. We got to beat them at the ballot box. Contact said, I just got passed up for my purple today at promotions. I have a feeling I'll get it if I win this next competition. Well, let's give a dilly for our boy Guamtech and the next competition. Dilly, sir. You got it. New Epstein tapes as of when? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of this. Calvert said, I think this teacher is an idiot. But now I'm pretty certain that she's on with the principal now. Let's see. I think this was the principal, no?
That's not okay to do. You know, like
I don't think Cuba they have the right to vote though.
Exactly. So if there's a right to vote in this country, we should be able to vote for whoever we want with no prices in return.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it. Just like, yeah, no, yeah, okay, I totally, yeah. You're like, no, you just did a thing. That was not what you were supposed to be doing. Like, come on. John said, even New York is starting to turn away from Kamala.
So I'm leaving the spa that I've been coming to for like
hold on.
years. And I know I look upset, and it's because I
Bro, stop. Jesus Christ. Okay. John said, even New York is starting to turn away from Kamala. I know Michigan will turn red because of the giant Muslim community here being sick of her stance on the Middle East war. Yeah, and not to mention, she just got caught supporting Israel with ads in Pennsylvania and being pro-Palestine in Michigan. Shady. Ryan Q said, I promise he won't. Y'all should go listen to the new audio from Michael Wolff. Fair enough. He said, my husband is a blue belt with one stripe and my son is yellow. There you go. Yeah, principal being passive to avoid conflict. Anything they can do, just slide it away. But again, the funny thing there is that they didn't understand the issue. The core issue is that you're treating the kids differently based on who they want to vote for. And that's just that is the core issue. If you don't see a problem with that, then it's like, what can I say to have you believe that this is a problem? If you're aware of what's happening and you're like, no, I don't think that is a problem. Robert J, welcome, said Trump said that children are getting sex change operations in school without their parents' permission. I'm pretty sure nobody said they were getting operations in school. They were getting socially transitioned in school. But sure, that is very bad as well. John said, many regular Democrat voters here are not voting at all because of her, so it's a win for Trump. I am with it. All right, this is a possible, not a thing at all. That's just something you made up, Robert. So this is a possible, what would you do? Or is it transphobia? Is it transphobia?
So I'm leaving the spa that I've been coming to for like 8 years. And I know I look upset, and it's because I am. This spa. It's called Island Spa and Sauna. It's in Edison, New Jersey.
Hey, shout out to NJ, baby.
I've been coming here
exactly
for 8 years. This is like my place of refuge. It's where I come to relax after like a crazy week or after a very stressful incident, or where I come to just clear my mind, you know, like, and just, yeah. In this spa, there's like a Korean bathhouse. In this bathhouse, there's like hot tubs, a cold tub, showers, a place where you would get body scrubs and saunas and stuff. My typical routine is to come in, soak in the hot tub, go get a massage, come back, soak in the hot tub, go have lunch.
I really don't know, Ryan.
Then maybe like I might do a body scrub, I might not.
Oh, honey, sweetie, baby. Okay, so let's do this. So Robert says, he said they went to school as a boy and came home as a girl. According to the trans people, it's called self-identification. So if you just say, I'm a girl, you are now a girl. You don't need any operation. Chris P said, pick your nose for $5. Let's go. Let's go. And we are almost to Morty's prize. So any donation will get Morty his peanut butter. Nose picked. But Robert, yeah. So the idea that they go home or they go to school as a boy and they come home as a girl is using their language. It's using your language. That if a boy goes to school and then decides while they're at school, I'm a girl now, then according to your logic, they are now a girl. That is what he is saying. No, everybody is wrong, and Robert knows everything about everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. You just said the words, you put the words there, and I'm explaining to you what the words mean, and then you're just like, nah. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Yeah, right. We get it. You want kids to be able to transition, but you need permission to get a tattoo. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. See? So according to your logic, your rules, then Funk Master General now is, in fact, a wombat. No surgery necessary. No surgery necessary. Hey, shout out to Funk Master General with another 5 spot. And I think I got to do some counting, but I think that might make you the new sponsor of the stream. And of course, every donation comes with a treat for my co-host, Morty. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where's that other guy? I picked my nose for $5. Where you at, Chris P? Chris P Nuts? Come on, man. Where we at? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where are we at? Starsphere? Is that what it is? Welcome. I was gonna vote RFK. You got a problem with it? Nope. I love RFK. I am very glad that he's part of the Trump team now. And so this is the time that good men are supposed to protect women from predatory men. Gender dysphoric. They're not out here flaunting genitalia because they're self-critical. These pervs are in women's spaces, and that is exactly what we are talking about here. So let's see. Again, is it transphobia? Is it transphobia?
A place where you would get body scrubs and saunas and stuff. My typical routine is to come in, soak in the hot tub, get a massage, come back, soak in the hot tub, go have lunch. Then maybe like I might do a body scrub, I might not. After lunch, I might soak in the hot tub, get in the sauna, and then leave. That's my typical routine. And in this Korean bathhouse, everyone is completely naked. So there's a side for men that you can enter through the men's locker room, and they have their own side with their own hot tubs and stuff. And there's a women's side which you can enter through our locker room, and it's only women in there. So today,
shout out to our new sponsor of the stream, Funk Master General. Very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Come in, I soak, I go get my massage, I get ready to go back into the bathhouse for women, and I walk in and I see a penis and chest hair and a low haircut. So I freak out and I run out. And I go to the people that work there. I'm like, oh my goodness, I think somebody came into the wrong side or something. There's a man in there. Now there's also all women working in there. So they all look at me in discomfort, and you can tell they're embarrassed, and they're just like, it's a trans woman. So now I'm in shock. Sorry. I'm in shock.
Shout out to Patrick C. Thank you, and welcome to the party. Said anything said about Trump becomes fact. TDS. Indeed. Thank you. And of course, you know, every donation comes with a treat for Morty. He loves it, guys. He loves it. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. Just blessing me. Thank you, sir.
So now I'm in shock. Sorry. I'm in shock because this person saw me completely naked, you know, without my consent.
There you go, Doug.
And I don't even know if I should call it a trans woman because it looks.
He definitely appreciates it, Patrick. Thank you. And thank you, Matthew. Welcome to the party. Thank you, guys.
I don't even know if I should call it a trans woman because it looked like a straight up man. I'm talking chest hair, a low cut.
But again, like we were saying with Robert, it's self-ID. So if you say you're a woman, that is all you need to do to change your gender. And of course, these things, these gendered spaces very often are meant to be segregated by sex. So even though you're not changing your sex, you are now able to go into the room or space for the other sex. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
A low cut, a very big penis, like
somebody,
and was older in age. So he clearly like had to be in his 40s. And you can tell the spa workers are like torn because you could tell they're uncomfortable, and he's walking around, you know, penis swinging, and they're like, well, if someone identifies as a trans person, we legally can't make them leave. So I'm crying at this point. I'm crying at this point because at that point, I've been coming here for 8 years, and this is one of my safe spaces, like where I go to like unwind and everything. And it's like just that quick, my safe space just became unsafe. And I almost felt like, I don't know, I'm trying to wrap my head around my feelings.
So you can see the cognitive dissonance that clearly she knows that she was just a victim of a situation. That is something that, you know, shouldn't happen without her consent. But she's been conditioned so much to believe that she is being transphobic if she doesn't just automatically accept that she is now, you know, in her own mind of two different minds because because of the messaging. It's all about the rhetoric. It's all about the propaganda that you're the bad person if you're not okay with this. Remember the playbook. First, it's not happening. That's not happening. You're a conspiracy theorist. You've been trans. No, first it's not happening. You're a conspiracy theorist. How dare you? Then we get proof. We get an example. See, it is happening. Oh, well, that's just one example. You're blowing this out of proportion. And then we get more and more. And then it becomes, oh yeah, of course that's happening. You don't accept that? You don't approve of that? Then you're a bigot. I thought it wasn't happening. I thought it was just one example. Now I have to accept it. But I was a conspiracy theorist when I said it was happening in the first place, and you said it wasn't. Make it make sense. And said women are delusional if they think they can defend themselves against a predatory man. It's infuriating. Feminism has done this. It's bullshit. Yep. Sofa King, good. Love the name. Said I definitely don't want mail-in with my daughter. I would be going to jail. He would literally not survive. I definitely don't want. Oh, gotcha. I'm assuming voice to text. Hear ya. Totally. Shout out to Misty. Welcome. GT said, God damn, what kind of shampoo do you use? Just regular Suave and some or no, actually I just use like one of those 3-in-1 Dove things and then some Suave conditioner. There you go. That's the winning combo. John said, I'm willing to bet almost all men who are trans are turned on by actual women. Politicians are insane to allow this. Yep. And so now they advocate for this. And if you report it, you are clearly some type of phobic. They clearly have never been an actual victim. Yeah, that's another aspect of this, is you can only get here when you live such a privileged and soft life that things like this are the worst things that ever happen to you. Being misgendered is the worst thing that ever happens. Like, other people have real problems. Amongst the United States, let's be real. Damn few people are phobic about trans people or gay people. Disapproval or not wanting a man in a woman's locker room isn't a phobia. Phobia equals irrational fear. Yep, more semantic obfuscation, taking the word and twisting the meaning or usage to make you look like a bad person and make them look like a good person. Shout out to Winifred. Welcome. Nope, I am a ... Indian, not a feather Indian. Welcome. Matthew, so the issue I have nowadays is a lot of the trans people aren't passing. If Blair White went into a women's restroom, no one would bat an eye. Yep, it's because they're not dysphoric. It's just a phase. It's just a thing to do. That's all it is. It's a thing to do to get attention. That's the long and short of it. All right, let's see what else we got here. Video currently unavailable. Ooh, this one I labeled the liberal bigotry of low expectations. Let's see what we got.
An early voting place in my small town, and I thought it was very weird because
I remember this one. Okay, hold on. I remember this one. Let me make sure we're all set. We're good. All right, did I miss any chats here? Starsphere said, I love working out. Where am I? I don't love working out in front of guys because they're creepy about it. So I joined a women's gym to avoid the weirdness. Those aren't safe anymore. And I completely understand that. And that is why there should be female spaces. That's why there has been female spaces. We just called them women's spaces because it's just easier. And until you taken that opportunity, that diversion between the slight diversion between technically what is gender and technically what is sex, and they ran with it and turned it into this whole thing. And I'm with Patrick. He says, I'm not transphobic. I'm trans over it. Hell yeah. Yes, everybody listen to Misty and subscribe now. Thank you very, very much. Shout out Floyd, Trump 2024. Let's go. Starsphere says, the way I see it, it's men dressed up like women, still being misogynistic, thinking they can push women around. And I completely agree. I completely agree with that. And says, gender dysphoric people want to blend. Narcissists and pervs want to make women feel uneasy and uncomfortable. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So let's see what we got here. This was an interesting one. And again, the liberal bigotry of low expectations.
An early voting place in my small town, and I thought it was very weird because it was at the police department. And I was thinking this is kind of a form of voter intimidation because people of color are probably not as comfortable going to vote in a police office.
You hear that, right? Like, you hear the words coming out of her mouth, right?
In case you didn't catch it, let's listen one more time. So early voting, thoughts from a Democrat in small town Texas.
An early voting place in my small town, and I thought it was very weird because it was at the police department.
Okay, it's at the police department. Why would that? Okay, she had an issue with that. That's weird, apparently.
And I was thinking this is kind of a form of voter intimidation because people of color are probably not as comfortable going to vote in a police office.
You hear
Why would you assume? So why would you assume that just because it's in a police station that black people would not want to vote? Because you're racist. You're racist. Oh.
Hear that, right?
One more time, in case you missed it. In case you missed it, one more time.
In my small town, and I thought it was very weird because it was at the police department, and I was thinking this is kind of a form of voter intimidation because people of color are probably not as comfortable going to vote in a police office.
You hear that, right?
That's another good point. Indie Film says, I would bet Texas Police Department has a ton of brown and black people working there. Yeah.
Like, you hear the words coming out of her mouth, right? I mean, who's gonna tell her?
Oh, I get that. I get that that's why she's saying that. But to say that because some people have had a bad experience, that all black people are not going to be able to get over that to vote is racist. Because you know who else have had some bad experiences with the police? Everyone, any demographic you can talk about. Women have had bad experiences with police. White people have had bad experiences with police. Gay people have had bad experiences with police. But she only thought, oh, police? Well, you know, black people, you know, ooh, yikes.
And it's so funny because you guys always claim, I know I look like shit. I'm like, it's 5:30 in the fucking morning. I'm already on TikTok getting heated. But you guys are the party that cries racism on the right side. And you're saying that people of color are going to be intimidated at voting at a police department. Ma'am.
Yep. Zippy's saying progressivism is far more misogynistic. Pretty women must become ugly to be equal to others. Men should be allowed to be women and force pretty women to become ugly to be treated fairly. Doesn't quite make sense, does it? Shout out to Spencer McKenzie. Welcome. Oh, did I miss one from Spencer? I don't know what you're referring to here. I apologize, but welcome to the party. John said, unpopular opinion, white liberals are the most racist people on the planet. Not the most unpopular opinion, because it's true. Shout out to India. Yeah, not exactly. Exactly. Carl said, I grew up with modest women who wore dresses. Oh, where we go? Now I live in a society where most women wear yoga pants. Of course, we're going to look, and you wore the pants, so you wore the pants, so we would look. Yep. And then on the other side of that, you know, that absolutely is the case. You know, that Starsphere. I keep wanting to say Starfire. I don't know, but Starsphere saying, I'm a Christian, I dress very conservatively, and I still get sexually harassed. There's definitely dudes who don't give a flying fuck. I think we could definitely agree that that is the case. Kay Alvarez said, in my little corner of Houston, we vote in a small room that houses constable's tax office and library. Lots of demographics there. Yeah, mine was at a library too. Next thing we're gonna get, oh well, you know, black people are gonna be afraid of library because they don't know how to read so good. Like, Jesus Christ. Shout out to the Holy Toaster. Said, I've never seen someone self-report so hard. Yep. And again, it's because they don't understand that inherently, by thinking this way, it is racism. It is racism. That's all it is. Humble Pie, come on, man. You don't want to do that. I don't know where your feet have been. Just hit the like button. Indeed, Spencer, I am Indian. I'm a dot Indian, not a feather Indian. Sofa King said, nowadays, do you think liberals are basically socialists? No, I think that's a little too far. I don't think that because I think that we hear a lot of bullshit from the far left. And I think most people who are liberals are just default liberals they just don't really care about politics like that. So like we can see that because, you know, like the 3%ers and the Proud Boys and the this and the that or whatever get talked about all the time, that right-wing violence is so much worse. as if Antifa doesn't exist. But it's just about the way people talk about it and what gets highlighted versus what's not. So I don't think so, but I'm not gonna argue if you think they are. All right, let's finish this one up here.
Voting at a police department, ma'am, why would you think that? Why would you automatically think that people of color are going to be intimidated by going to the police department? What makes you believe that? Can you tell me why specifically people of color, not white people? I'm just really curious about what your reasoning is. Because if you, it's just.
All right, sweetie, we get it. This one, what did
Well, I'm a data guy.
Oh, shout out to Scott Pressler. If you are not familiar with Scott Pressler, this guy is the man. So much we talked about how, part of the, one of the aspects of 2020 was the ballot harvesting, and how the ballot harvesting helps out the Democrats because urban areas tend to be more blue and you can harvest more ballots in the same amount of time period versus in a more rural area or even a suburban area. Library cards are so racist. So Scott Pressler, I believe he's gay, gay conservative, very big on the, hey, if they're going to do that, we have to do it too. And making sure that we're getting all the people who support Trump to support Trump. John said, I really hope Vivek runs after Trump's next term because he's the only one who's really calling out the BS with white liberals, racism, and DEI agenda. Yep, I hear you. I agree. Shout out to Aaron. Welcome. Trump 2024. Let's do it. Shout out to Scott Pressler here.
Well, I'm a data guy, and so 2020 was decided by 80,000 votes. And so I'm always looking, okay, there are 930,000 hunters, 30% are not registered. That's 300,000 votes. That is the decisive, that would.
All right, Carl, let's chill. If she's not feeling it, let's chill on let's just let it go.
Win the election. There are 90,000 Amish in Pennsylvania. If we register them, that wins the vote. There are 80,000 truckers, another group that leans conservative. That wins the election. And Democrat Governor Shapiro, he's waging a war on religious freedom, on school choice, on raw milk, on dairy, on farmers. Every aspect of Amish living is under attack. And so my goal is to meet this community and challenge them respectfully and say, why don't you vote when the government here in Pennsylvania is coming after your way of life? And I'll tell you, we are registering the Amish in record numbers, and that could
that's a big one I haven't really talked about. And shout out to Hal, welcome. I definitely agree that Trump, JD, Elon, Vivek, and RFK, and Tulsi Gabbard, great team. But the Amish, I forgot to talk about the Amish. They never vote. And now they're coming out. There's like 90,000 of them all voting for Trump. I don't know if all of the Amish are voting, but I'm saying all of the Amish that are voting are going for Trump. That is a huge block. And of course, it's in Pennsylvania. Let's go, baby.
We are registering the Amish in record numbers, and that could very well deliver the state and deliver the White House.
Hell yes. That is what we need, Amish for Trump. Couch Being said, way too much attention is given to the Decepticons. It is absurd. Indeed. Okay, so I'm not ignoring the other conversation. I'll just let you guys have your own conversation. Shout out to Taste Bud, said, we need Trump. I definitely agree. It is dire. And we got Vadim, welcome, saying, boy, Trump is gonna save us. Hopefully, as long as everything goes to plan. So this is, another one that unfortunately is about the kids and why no matter what other issues we have on the table, the only option is Trump. The only reasonable option is Trump. Shout out to Amber. Welcome. Crypto's gonna pump hard. I definitely hope so. And yes, M169, shout out to Scott Pressler. All right, guys, this one it's not gonna be as fun. It's a little bit dark.
Last week, my wife and I got a letter in the mail from my daughter's school. She goes to kindergarten, public school. And the letter said, hey, next week we want to let you know we're going to be teaching kids in the entire public school system about good touch and bad touch.
Welcome to the party. Good to see you. What else we got? Other morals. So they both kind of suck. Yeah, we definitely could do better. But comparatively, it's just that Trump is that much better. Do I need to get involved here? Are we good? Okay, Zippy, I'm looking to you. If you're the only mod we have here, so you're all I got. All right.
We want to let you know we're going to be teaching kids in the entire public school system about good touch and bad touch and what's inappropriate, and we're going to use the correct terminology, and then we're going to have them draw a picture of bathing suit private parts so that they know what areas are not safe for others to touch, and so on. And so I reached out to the social worker. That number was provided on the letter to get some more information. I wanted to know exactly what was going to be said. So
good parenting.
I left her a voicemail. She called me back and she sort of gave me an explanation of what was going to be said. And I said, great. Do you have like a presentation that you work off of or something along those lines? And she said, yeah, I don't want to say it's outdated, but you know, it's just something that I work off of to give this presentation to the kids. It's like, okay. And I don't think she thought I was going to say yes, but I said, she goes, can you send it? Do you want me to send it to you? And I said, yes, please send that to me, you know, as soon as you can. She said, okay, I'll do that so you can review, right? So then we hang up and 2 days go by, I haven't gotten a piece of mail, or email with this information. So my wife ended up following up, and then she immediately sent photos of 4 pages of what looked like a much larger document.
Okay, so we got the documents. So they're saying, hey, we are going to be teaching about no parts and all this for your 5-year-old daughter. And so he's just saying, okay, I want to see what it is. What do you got?
And the photos were pretty straightforward. But then in the email, she had said, you know, the conversation changes based off of how the interaction goes with the kids, which I don't like. There's too much up in the air for me to not know on such a sensitive topic about how it's going to be communicated to my 5-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So
very fair opinion for your 5-year-old daughter. 5-year-old daughter.
Today, we took her out of school that day because there's not enough information for me to go off of to be comfortable with this. So I took her out of school and I sent an email to the same social worker confirming like, hey, listen, just want to make sure that this class is today. And she on the phone previously said there was going to be a follow-up class about like stranger danger, right?
Yo, Starsphere, I love this. Start sending kids the little recording devices. Get what's really going on in there. I love that. Dean said, Ukraine winning the war and stopping the mafia state. That ain't going to happen, though. That ain't going to happen. They're getting destroyed. Yeah. Stop. No. There can be only one winner. I hope Russia, it is. Ukraine is the most corrupt laundering scheme I've ever seen. That's my money. I didn't even know all about that. But even just from the base level, like, it's not something that's just going to end, and they're not winning. And so just like sometimes you lose. Sphere said, when I was 5, I was told that we all had parts that were covered up by our bathing suits. And if anyone tried to touch any of those parts, that we cover them up with bathing suits and go tell mommy. For a 5-year-old, that's just about as much information as is needed. And then if they have questions, obviously, you know, answer them appropriately. But that's all that a 5-year-old needs to know about sexuality and all that stuff.
Worker confirming like, hey, listen, just want to make sure that this class is today. And she on the phone previously said there was going to be a follow-up class about like stranger danger, right? And I said, and is this topic going to also be discussed in the follow-up class? And she said, yes. Oh, we missed Solana today, but the next class is on the 29th, and we do review some of the same information from the first class. So I just let her know via email, hey, we're not comfortable with anybody else teaching this info to our daughter unless it's us. And I'll elaborate further if she wants to ask questions, but it shouldn't be a conversation. That's what we decided, And I worry about the parents that didn't get this letter in the mail that said, hey, we're gonna, teach your children this. I worry that maybe it's stuck in their kid's backpack and they didn't get a chance to see it. Now,
this is, he was only able to step in because he happened to have a child that is going to give the papers. I was definitely the type of kid that would hide whatever I could. And if I thought, that my mom might feel some way about something, Zippy, we can get rid of those moose crumbs here. And those parents just would not know. So it makes me the most mad is that whenever I ask what someone likes about Harris, they just say bad stuff about Trump. My analogy is it doesn't matter what fuel goes in a bus as long as it works. Yeah, and especially if that bus is being currently driven off the end of a cliff and we're talking about brake fluid rather than fuel, then, we definitely need the proper brake fluid. I don't know if it kind of fell apart, but you know what I mean. Welcome to the party. So yeah, we're gonna let's chill on the spamming. I'm with you. I'm there. I'm here. I'm with you. But we got you. Yeah, that's all it should be. No one's allowed to touch the bathing suit zone without mommy knowing. That's as far as it needs to go.
With all stuck in their kid's backpack and they didn't get a chance to see it. Now, with all that being said, I do think these topics are very important to be discussed, but I think this could have gone an entirely different way. And this is the feedback I'm going to give to them. If you're going to send a letter like that home, it should say, hey, next week we're going to be teaching the children about good touch, bad touch, and what's appropriate and inappropriate, and who is allowed to look at and see your private parts, which is the doctor or your parents, God forbid, if there's an emergency or something going wrong, right? If you would like to see the exact presentation, please click this link, or any variation of this, right? If you want to see the exact presentation, click the link. If you're interested in coming in during this lesson to be with your child, here's the date and time that we're going to be presenting it.
That's a big one. I think, yeah, like not, and I don't think it would be very disruptive because I don't think very many parents necessarily, that's a pretty good mustache, right? I don't necessarily think many parents would want to be in the class, especially for the whole time. Maybe, a concerned parent wants to go in and, just make sure we're good, sit in for 10 minutes, take the lunch break and sit in and make sure everything's good or whatever. And, maybe some parents will be a little overzealous, but we're talking about our children. We're talking about their children. So, it's just like the types of excuses that the school system or advocates for this stuff will give. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Couch Being said, sometimes you got to go full Nick Diaz to get a reaction. No matter who wins, the world will keep on rolling and nothing will drastically change. Facts. Yeah. Mine's not as good as his, but I got some gray coming in. I got some gray over here. I got some gray over here. I definitely got grays up in there. Ay. Humble Pie said, do you think I can get a life reset, Jesus? Yeah, if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, then I'll do my magic and I'll reset your life. You'll still be you, but it'll be exactly what you want. Yep, lost over 300,000 children, and the ones that aren't lost are being subjected to this. But yeah, these are and so now he's just giving, feedback on what they could do. But yeah, allowing number one, allowing the parents to see what the lesson actually is. Number two, being allowed to actually sit in on the class. And what else you got?
Or please let us know if you'd like to opt out and we'll bring your child to the library for that period. Something along those lines. Instead, it was just like, hey, we're going to talk to your kid about this. No further information. And then when I probed, the information was iffy. So I don't like it. And it's just sort of a reminder about don't be complacent as a parent. Sometimes you get into your routine and you forget about these things. You need to stay extra vigilant.
Feds in the chat! Feds in the chat! Feds in the chat! Feds in the chat! Oh, I missed that one. So imagine a live feed camera in each class as a parent you could access. That's where I have the issue that anything like that can be hacked, and I'm not for that. Quantex, I gotta hop out for the night. You have a good one, brother. Take care. Take care. Did you say happy birthday? Oh, happy birthday! Shout out to Guamtech's birthday. Let's give him a dilly. Everybody put Guamtech in the chat. Dilly. Happy birthday, brother. You have a good one. All right. Where we at? Yeah, Beds in the chat. Sure, good point, but minus the live feed was my first thought for documentation accountability. I get it, but that's just it. I don't know. I would have to know more about exactly like how hacking worked before I could say like, oh no, this is safe enough. Like if it's if it would be a matter of like, oh, we can see somebody's hacked in here very easily, then maybe. But until then, don't know. PRB said good night, my Republicans. Remember, Tuesday is historic. Vote Trump. Jesus, thank you for having a very open platform. You're a gracious host. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, share the video, do all the good stuff. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, down in the studio with the full setup. So make sure you come through. Yeah, Star, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because again, like, even if it's just the parents, then if I'm a parent and I get a password to watch this stream, then let's say I then ask my brother, be like, hey, can you watch this? The passwords, and then it goes everywhere, and no way. Any films that cameras in the classroom should be recording facing the teacher and kept in a database. And if parents have any questions, they can sit down with the administration and view the recordings. Yeah, I'm not so much against it being recorded. As long as it's not connected to the internet. That's for sure. Another Trump 2024. All right. I labeled this one Le'Veon Bell Trump. So I don't remember what it is. But let's see.
If I told y'all, hey, the last 2 days ain't been insane, ain't been the craziest 2 days of my life, I would be lying. Not only the rally was crazy. I done fought, I done played big football games, playoff games, like what she said.
Shout out to Pussy Grabber Trump, because what did he say? He said, they let you grab him by the pussy. That's a baller move. That's a baller move. Baller. I know it must be tough to never have a woman tell you that they want you to touch them, but unfortunately, that's not what you think it is. And so I don't know. I think it would do more good than bad. Nothing is ever 100%. I don't know. It's just another step in this. Yeah, exactly. Zippy says AI can block kids' faces and auto-tune their voices, so the camera. It is okay in time. I like that. We'll put a pin in that one. All right. Where are we? K. Alvarez said, already voted, took my husband with me. He wore his MAGA gear. Nobody said anything to him. There you go. But don't forget that they technically could. Make you, take it off or flip it inside out or whatever if they want to. Because technically that is electioneering. Couch Being said, I'd love for the winner to address the cop issue. I'm not talking about defunding, but relocating resources. I'd rather they receive proper training than have access to military-grade equipment. I agree. LS, it's Civil War November 5th? I sure hope not, but I really don't know. So, all right, let's see. So let's say if you guys would like to keep the party raging, you know how to do it. This is going to be our last one unless we get another donation. Le'Veon Bell says here, I spent 2 days I spent 2 days with Trump, and the experience was way more than I could have imagined. He was at a rally. Let's see what he's got to say.
If I told y'all, hey, the last 2 days ain't been insane, ain't been the craziest 2 days of my life, I will be lying. Not only the rally was crazy. I done played big football games, playoff games, regular season, Super Bowls. I've never had a feeling like I had 2 days ago at that rally when I was behind that mic in front of America, like in front of like maybe more than just America, bro. I was in front of like millions of people, bro. And let me tell you how real Trump is. Because one, I didn't know I was going to get caught up on the stage. I did not know that. I knew AB was going to do his speech. I knew I was going to go on stage with AB because AB was like, yeah, you coming on stage with me. Boom, and shout out to AB for that because AB a real one for that. See, AB been on stage. When Trump went up there and talked, bro, I had no idea, zero clue that he was going to call me on stage, right? Not only do he call me on stage, shake my hand, you know what I'm saying? He talked to me a little bit, but I'm just thinking like, all right, that's gonna be it. I'm cool with that. Got my little photo op, I'm cool. All right, boom. Look it up with Trump, shook his hand, I'm cool. Bro, he like...
Hey, shout out to Patrick C. With another $2 super chat. Keeping the party raging and getting another treat for my boy, my co-host, Morty. Thank you so very, very much, sir. Very much appreciated. All right, guys, that means the party rages on. Thank you so very much. Everybody, hit the like button on that super chat for keeping the party raging. Star says, as an independent who doesn't fully like Trump, I just feel like he's the better of the two options. I'm wondering why the Republicans are okay with the thing he said about Springfield, Ohio. As an independent, I was laughing my ass off at the ridiculousness of it. We all were. They're eating the dogs. Let's wait, real quick. Come on, baby. Come on. Can you hear this? Where is it? You guys can hear this, right? Let me know if you can or cannot hear it. Rocco, welcome. So the world needs Donald Trump to win this election.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, eat the cat, eat the cat, eat the cat, eat the cat.
Okay, wait.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, eat the cat, eat the cat, eat the cat, eat the cat.
Seeing red, so don't push me, ain't Donald Trump trying to grab him by the... Said it was some Haitians, somewhere out in Springfield, women doing cartwheels.
Have you seen Garfield?
Eat the cat.
Have you seen Snowball? This about to snowball. I'm about to go off.
All right. Okay, since we have that, all right, let's finish up with Le'Veon Bell. I love it. I cannot get enough.
He like literally looked me right in my face and he just backed up and he was like, you got anything to say? You can say it.
What does that mean?
Bro, he holds his arm out like this, bro. Basically said like, yeah, the mic yours. Bro. Hey, y'all, I got so nervous, bro. I got shook. I seen the mic wide open. I'm like, damn, but it's my opportunity. I'm like, shit, I can say whatever I want on this thing, but it's like, I didn't want to embarrass myself or say nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't about to stop saying nothing. So I got on there and said whatever. I think I said go Trump or vote for Trump or something. But I wish like I wasn't so nervous. But basically what I'm trying to say is, bro, Trump a real one, bro. He a real one. Like, he ain't tell me like that he gonna let me say anything or nothing. He ain't tell me he gonna call me up, bro. He just did that, bro. Off the love.
And K. Alvarez is saying Springfield is another one of those. No, they aren't. Then we find out they are eating cats. Like I said, the playbook. First, that's not happening. You're a conspiracy theorist. Then, well, that's just one example. You're generalizing and being racist. Then we find out that, no, we were right all wrong. And, well, actually, yes, this is happening all over the place because this is their culture and you're racist if you don't accept it, you bigot. Okay. Whatever you say. And so you can find the released non-emergency call lines. They FOIA requested the written complaints. You can get all of that. Shout out to Taco Baco. Welcome. So I have the Cuban vote for Trump song in my head all week. Now this, eat the dogs, eat the cat. There you go. There you go. Who sent out the Springfield? Behave. Said behave. Said I love when Trump fired all the war hawks in his administration because they pressured him to go to war. I didn't like when Biden and Kamala spent billions to fund war. I said shit. Me too. Me too. Welcome to the party. Sofa King said it's important to approach discussions with an open mind and a willingness to consider different perspectives. While personal biases are natural, it is crucial to recognize and challenge them too. Yep, dogma is the worst thing, the absolute worst thing. The unwillingness to challenge any beliefs that you have, or a belief that you have, that is dogma, and that is bad. Whatever you believe, you should be willing to let go of it with new evidence. As I always say, I have a tattoo on my arm that says, my tiny little arm, believe nothing except that anything is possible. Believe nothing except that anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm an anti-theist. It is possible that there is a God. It is possible that Christianity is exactly perfectly correct. I just don't believe it until I have the evidence to do so. All right, let's finish up what this guy's saying and rage on. Thank you again, Pat.
He might, you know what I'm saying, want to win the election, whatever. But I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, he didn't have to do that. Like, I could have went up there and just I could have messed up everything.
Again, no, Carl, because if you could demonstrate to me why dogma was not as bad as I say it is, then I would change my position and I would no longer be I would no longer hold that position. That's the point. It's not the position that you hold. It's the unwillingness to challenge it. This is like the third time you've asked about, well, isn't that dogmatic? No, I am always willing to change my mind. If you present me with the evidence that changes my mind, I will change my mind. That's not dogma. If you are presented with evidence and are unwilling to change your mind, that is sufficient evidence, I should say.
I could have went on the stage, bro, got on that mic and messed up everything. That's why y'all don't understand that Trump is a real one, bro. Sunday,
Trump
we
is
got
a
the
real
tailgate.
one.
The tailgate was crazy. The Steel fans came out. We had basically like another little mini rally, whatever, but bro, it was crazy. The fans were amazing. It was hot, but AB came out. Hey, we had a blast, bro. The tailgate was crazy. After the tailgate, we go to the airport, to like little private little airport thing. Now we with the little Secret Service, little agent people, because we about to link with Trump, because now we going to the game with Trump. I want y'all to, bro, wrap your mind around this. Le'Veon Bell, meet myself. But I done played with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I done played with the New York Jets.
We got
I
another
am
Harris.
about to watch
Shout out
this
to Jamie
football
Lynn.
game. The
Welcome.
Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets play. And I'm
So I mean, you guys get
the
the point here with this one. Just again a very typical default liberal person, black community, all that stuff. Spending time with Trump and seeing, oh wow, all of the lies that I've been told.
If I told y'all,
were
hey,
lies.
last 2 days,
Imagine that. Imagine that. It's not that half of the entire country is insane. It's that I've been lied to, which makes a lot more sense.
Would a pastor be in error if he did?
All right, where are we at? Sphere. So let's see what else is there. Oh yeah, Ukrainian POW bodies are being returned back to them missing organs because the Chinese taught Russia to use POWs as organ farms. There's also the fact that the United States got it's Ukraine, not the Ukraine. Got Ukraine into this mess, so we need to help them get out of it. I disagree. I think that Russia got them into that, and I don't think it's what's the fucking saying? I forget. There was one saying. I don't know, but basically it just meant like just because you started down a bad road doesn't mean that you have to stay on that road. And this is definitely a place where there's lots of people with different opinions. There's lots of Christians here that do not appreciate my atheism. As you've seen, we have some liberals who have the balls to actually stand behind what they say, who will stick around. So you are very, very much welcome. All right, so we got another one from Charlie Kirk. Let's see what we got.
Would a pastor be in error if he did not speak against slavery in this country? Say, of course. Would a pastor be in error if a pastor did not speak about how kids are being sold into sex slavery? Well, newsflash, there are more people.
CC, no, I don't know who told you this, but this is a lie.
Being sold in slavery in this country right now on the southern border than any time in the last couple hundred years, and the church is silent. There are 320,000 kids that we know of that have gone missing, many of whom are now teenage prostitutes and sex slaves for the cartel in the interior of the United States. But the church is silent. One of the first actions that Kamala Harris took with Joe Biden was to get rid of DNA testing. So here's how it works. They show up on the border, trembling 13-year-old girl, and a muscular 35-year-old pimp says, I'm her dad.
And that's being charitable. Because if you saw the video that was in Line in the Sand, the James O'Keefe thing that we did cover, 7, 5, 7, 9-year-old girls. So 13 is being charitable here.
Muscular 35-year-old pimp says, I'm her dad. And there is no DNA testing that occurs. So instead, they just say, sign on the paperwork. Here's your asylum date. It's in 3 years. Of course, it never comes.
Matthew, I completely agree here. So I believe NATO instigated the whole mess, but stopping it now should be the top priority. Let's let Russia have the land they possess and stop killing each other. I completely agree. I don't see why there's any other way to go. It really is about the fact that people are dying unnecessarily. And again, not everybody has to agree. That's fine if you have a different opinion, but I also share the opinion that we just needed to stop. I just wanted to stop. Bungmaster said, if you want to stop Russian aggression, feel free to go help. No one will stop you. Yep. Yeah, YouTube is known to do that. Russia uses white phosphorus. Well, all the more reason why we need to stop this war. All the more reason why we need to end it. Tanjiro said, here's a Taisho era secret. You're a great YouTuber and you will be a star in the future. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the party. So fucking, I remember when we used to get kids to say this, you write it on a piece of paper and get them to say it out. Read this out loud. Read this out loud. So fucking good. But Silver King says, by engaging in respectful and open dialogue with those who hold opposing viewpoints, we can foster a more inclusive and harmonious environment. Constructive discourse enables us to learn and grow. That's what we're here for, brother. That is what we are here for. I love it. Love the callback. See, Billy Bob, if you had just came in and said like vote Kamala or something and didn't start with liar, I would show your chats. But because you've shown yourself to not be here in good faith, as Silver King was just saying, then I'm ignoring you. So you can keep typing if you want, but you're just getting ignored. Patrick said Kamala should go back to what she did best, being Montel's side piece. Got him. All right, there
we go. Girl and a muscular 35-year-old pimp says, I'm her dad. And there is no DNA testing that occurs. So instead, they just say, sign on the paperwork. Here's your asylum date. It's in 3 years. Of course, it never comes. And the girl is now a sex slave in the United States. Under Trump, we do a DNA test, be like, you're lying. That's not correct. We're going to find out who her parents actually are. However, the church is uninterested in this. Exactly. Pastors are too interested in bigger buildings and more budgets and not in the fact that kids, God's children, are being sold as sex slaves in our own country.
It's almost like religion isn't some magical thing, and that because you have a church that you're magically just a good person. It's almost like people use these things, the sensitivities that we have, to hide behind them to do horrible, awful, awful, awful things.
Not happening in some far-off distant land. This is on our turf. This is in our own nation. And I can't make the moral argument more clear than that.
Doesn't get much more clear than that. Star said, as an independent, I will speak to you about the Liberal Party and why people are concerned about voting for Kamala Harris. I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for myself and why I chose to go right instead of left this voting season. Please do. Couch Being said, I hate how politicians treat complex topics as if they're black or white. It's either no abortions, no matter the circumstance, or get a free abortion after the first one. No real debate other than my body or my God. You got it. You got it. And, in the vein of people being just tired of the BS and going, maybe being independent or even being democratic and choosing to go with the red team this time, we got a Chicago City Council meeting.
So, what we refer to you all as gated community politicians. You all are so out of touch with reality and the citizens of Chicago.
It sounds not ideal, but I'll try to stay quiet.
Chicago in America is crazy. And I'm gonna call it the Democrat Party. Y'all so out of touch. Y'all don't understand that what you all, I don't know if y'all don't understand, but y'all don't see it. America is coming together and Chicago is coming together. Black, white, it don't matter. Because see, we see a common threat. And you all are a common threat to America and Chicago. How dare you sit up there and go on TV and say Chicago people are dope when you talking about how you handle the migrant crisis, illegal crisis, when they all in my neighborhood. Now I can't go across the street and do a simple workout. I'm a trainer. I'm trying to educate the citizens of Chicago, help dads be in the homes, educate them about health, fitness, how it is, and to be healthy with your kids, eat healthy. But I gotta do something for the community, and I gotta go through all these permits, all these hoops, everything. I got insurance to go in the car. But then I see illegals down the street from my house with a whole entire restaurant. I thought I was looking at Donald Trump when he was at McDonald's. They sit up there and had generators on the street, on the sidewalk, generators. And they had a fry machine taking the basket out the oil, putting it on the side, and not only that, they had tables.
Yep, spending all that money. Shout out to Joe Up Yours said Kamala's great-grandfather was a slave owner and trader in Jamaica worth tens of millions of dollars in today's money. She was never middle class. But wait, I thought she said that she grew up in a middle-class family. Wait. Are you saying that she lied? No way. No way. Welcome to the party. We got all these right. Yeah, exactly. That's the main selling point. And I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way that voting against people is definitely not a good way to go about things, and find reasons to vote for somebody, even if they are not the ideal candidate. You want to vote for somebody. And so they arrive in buses and have cell phones, cards, and are sleeping in the hotels or schools. It is obvious. We're talking about the immigrants, and yeah, these people are just not getting anything. They're not getting anything as Americans, and like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with them not getting anything, because I don't want to have a government where the federal government, where we just give stuff away. That includes illegal immigrants, though. If we're gonna be giving stuff away, at least can we give them to Americans? Joe said illegal immigration is the new slave trade. Kamala's getting paid. Yep. And this one's Sofa King said, as Americans, we should remain united and not allow ourselves to be divided. Division makes us vulnerable to manipulation and control. Hell yes. Hell yes. Okay, Alvarez said, Cecilia Are you talking to each other? All right, Andrew, welcome. Said Kamala is a ghetto prostitute who doesn't wash her weave. Oh my God. Savagery. The savagery. Yes, definitely country over party. All right, let's see what this finish would say. He's saying.
Tables and booths set up like a whole restaurant outside. I just sit there. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Trays, putting French fries in, all the smoking out here, and they serving the people with aprons on outside. Now my taxes done went up. Now they not putting nothing into. My husband is a retired police. He gave 28 years to this. And now you gonna sit there and talk about we dope and we okay. No, we're not okay with that. We tried to tell you that. Sanctuary cities, we didn't want it, but you blocked that. You all don't believe in democracy. Democracy is out the door. You all believe in dictatorship.
Yep.
That's okay. Because like I said, with Trump, we all for Trump.
Let's go.
He's demolishing these sanctuary cities.
This is
Because that's
Chicago.
what American citizens want. See,
This is Chicago, guys. This isn't some, like purple state in the in the sticks in the rural area or whatever. This is Chicago.
Yeah, come on in.
Check this one out. So,
What's your name?
We paused. Good. Oh, this is another dark one, guys. It's another dark one. The truth about transition. Oy, 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 oy. Country said, Silver King is my grandpa. There you go. Behave said the polarization between the two parties is deeply concerning. Some are completely disowning friends and family because of opposite views of their own, mostly ones with Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah, if you guys saw Am I Racist? During the, I won't spoil anything, but during the do the work thing, it's insane how these people were happy to just tell a complete stranger that they were, fuck you, I hate you. People saying, yeah, I don't talk to my whole family. Like, I wonder why. You don't talk to them or they don't talk to you. Insane. Patrick, so that's what's good about this country. You can make up your own mind, but it should come from a place of discussion and issues, not slander and wrongful prosecution. Absolutely. Am said, who believes grape or SA allegations that are more than 20 years ago? I mean, look, I definitely am sensitive to the notion that if that happens to you, that you may not want to go through the process of, making a police report and all that stuff. It's hard to prove in court, reliving the issue. I get it. So I'm not going to say that the amount of time is the most fishy thing. It's the proximity to the important time in the person you're accusing. It's always when the person being accused is right about to get something good. It's not 20 years ago and then finally you built up the courage while they were just living their life. That I would actually be willing to accept. That, yeah, this happened 20 years ago and I've been terrified. It's been with me all this time and whatever. But it's always right when you're about to have a hit movie or like with what was the guy Jonathan whatever that was going to play Kang, and then it's the same old story. So it's not so much about 20 years ago. It's about why now. Yeah, definitely don't believe all women. The Dean, so I'm actually going to transition to a vampire soon. Well, I celebrate that. I celebrate your identity. Cry my canine, start doing vampire stuff. K Roach said, what if I liked and I eat my toenails? We need a third option on your poll. You are correct. Thank you so very much for the like, and thank you for being here. Yep, justice isn't free. Nothing in life is. All right. Shout out to Carol Ann. Welcome. You came at a dark point. The truth about transition. Hold on to your hats, guys. It's not
come on
easy
in.
one.
What's your name?
My name's Clementine.
Nice to meet you.
I've actually seen your stuff online, and I'm a huge fan. I was on puberty blockers. I started when I was 12, and I was on testosterone from 14 to 17. And
14 to 17.
Totally messed my life up. So I just want to say you're doing a good thing. I can't.
So in case you missed that, on puberty blockers at 13 and double mastectomy at 17. But I thought it was only for adults. I thought that I was told that no minors are getting surgeries. Hero said, why the name the Indian Jesus? Because I am an atheist who very, very much who was brought up in the Christian church, and I think that Christianity has a lot of good to it, but that religion itself, and more specifically dogma, is a detriment to humanity. And so, hopefully, I can take the good parts of religion and all that stuff, and and leave out the bad parts, and have an actual moral structure that is a secular moral structure that does not take away from people being religious. So I'm not, as an anti-theist, I'm not looking to take religion away from anybody. I'm just looking to offer an alternative moral structure for the people who already are not going to be religious. So like, I was born into the Catholic Church. I was confirmed in the Methodist Church. And then after, a lot of time, actually reading the Bible for the first time, reading all that stuff, studying psychology, studying philosophy, I just realized that it wasn't what I believed. Then I realized that, again, there are a lot of good stuff in there, and there are a lot of people who are good people because of the fact that they are religious, but that's not the only way. And the fact that there are people who just are not religious. I think it's better for us to have a structure for those people than to not. I think if religion works for you, then great. But if it doesn't, then we shouldn't just say, fuck you. That is why I am the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Shout out to Patrick again with the $2 super chat. Thank you. And of course, you guys know that comes with a treat for Morty. Thank you so very, very much. Yummy. Very much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Your mom asks, is this a new YouTube cult? You're goddamn right it is. And I am the all. I don't know. I tried and I failed. Welcome to the party. We got Mohammed bin Laden. All right, welcome. Carl said, I don't know if you can have a moral structure without dogmatically believing in something. I don't know either. But everybody claims that you cannot. And so until somebody can prove that you cannot, then I'm going to assume that maybe we can. And then maybe I'll find out that we can't. And then be like, okay, I was wrong. We need some kind of dogma. But until then, I will continue. It is not actually blasphemy. There are many people named Jesus and Jesus. Blasphemy would be claiming to be the Messiah. And that is not what I'm doing. It's just a name. Are you mad at everybody everybody in Mexico named Jesus? Because that's the same name, brother. And what about what if I said you took the name of my prophet because I'm a Muslim? Whoops. All right. The dark truth about transition.
Yeah, come on in. What's your name?
My name's Clementine.
Nice to meet you.
I've actually seen your stuff online, and I'm a huge fan. I was on puberty blockers. I started when I was 12, and I was on testosterone from 14 to 17, and I got top surgery at 17. Totally messed my life up. So I just want to say you're doing a good thing. I can't believe people disagree with you on this. As a former child transitioner, I'm just appalled that people have anything to question you about. So,
well, I'm so sorry you had to go through all that. I'm glad you are through it now. Thank you so much for speaking up. That's extremely valuable because a lot of people are afraid to.
Yeah.
So, do you mind if we have a little conversation about it?
Course, yeah.
Okay, come on in this way just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hi.
So, your name again?
My name's Clementine.
Clementine. So, Clementine went on puberty blockers at what age?
12.
And
12 years old. 12 years old. That's not okay.
Detransitioned at?
I detransitioned earlier this year, actually, but I've been going off testosterone since about 17 because it gave me psychosis.
Psychosis?
I was 13.
Wow. And when did you have a double mastectomy?
I had a double mastectomy at 14.
Oh, at 14? I thought she said 17. 14 years old. 14 years old. So let's also just, aside from the age, the fact that you started at 13 with the puberty blockers, did you say 12 or 13? Started at 12 or 13 with the puberty blockers, and 2 years later, you're already getting surgery. But I thought there was no minors getting surgery. Come on.
I'm currently going through the process of getting reconstructive surgery, and it was harder to get that approved. Actually, wasn't able to get it approved by my insurance.
Right.
But it was much harder to get surgery for that than it was to actually get the original top surgery procedure.
It's harder to get the reverse than to actually mutilate your body in the first place. Make it make sense. Taco Baco said, I argue that it's harder to have a truly moral structure with dogma because it stems from being told what is good rather than using logic to discover morality. Completely agreed. Absolutely agreed. Ha, Joe, good one. They're killing the squirrel. They're killing the raccoon. I don't know. We need to switch up the cadence there, but I love it. I love it. Zibby said, morality is ultimately the most common rule set people use. I don't even necessarily agree with that. As I've said many times before, I believe morality is the spectrum of the greatest well-being for all people everywhere and the greatest suffering for all people everywhere. If we're not talking about that spectrum, then I don't know what you mean when you say morality. We don't need God or anything. But if that, like, if we're not talking about making things better for more people versus making things worse for more people, then what is the conversation? Yeah, right. Our body's not even done forming at 13, 14 years old, and they're chopping it up and destroying it. I mean, yeah, Matthew, the parents and doctors should be charged. It's insane that this stuff is happening. All right, let's see what else we got. Yeah.
For everyone watching this who says this isn't happening, well, it happened to Clementine at 14 at the mastectomy, 3 blockers at 12, testosterone at 13. How old are you now?
I'm 20 now. I just turned 20.
Have you ever talked to anyone about suing?
I can't disclose what's going on.
Hey, get the bag.
Because I'm here to help you find someone if you need someone.
Yeah, I've spoken. Do you know Campbell Miller Payne?
I do.
I've talked to them a bunch.
Fantastic. So Campbell Miller Payne is a law firm for dads in Texas.
So we won't get too deep into this. So K-Rook said, I'm a presuppositionalist. I can't see objectively being moral and atheist. That doesn't mean all atheists are immoral, but the morality they have doesn't have a foothold with an objective standard. Correct, but I would argue that the Christian doesn't either, because you don't. Long story short, whatever your interpretation of God is what you base off, not what a God actually is. You don't have a full understanding of what God is or God's message, if there is such a thing. So you're going off your own subjective understanding of that as well. You should definitely join the Discord, and I would love to have a deeper discussion about this. And we are in there 24/7 hanging out. It is free to join. I just dropped the link there. It is absolutely free to join 24/7. We are in there hanging out, and a lot of cool people you can meet in there. And if you join as a member of this channel here on YouTube, it actually opens up the full server. There's a bunch of different channels, including the voice channel, where after every Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream, we go into there for an after party. So we don't have to worry about the YouTube censors and all that stuff. And you guys are not stuck behind your keyboard. You're actually on screen with me and everybody else, whether you want to cam up or not. It is cool. So definitely come through. And even if you join as a free member, you can get your, just by talking and hanging out and engaging with people, you can get your level up to a place where you can earn the privileges that the members do. So definitely go check it out. And of course, if you have not already, definitely hit the subscribe button here. Logic said, yes, you need God for morality. I say, okay, prove it. Silva King said, oh, I missed this one. Star said, people who have religious faith are going to have different perspectives on what morality is compared to someone who is an atheist. Perhaps, but not necessarily. But that's precisely why we need a standard. We need a secular standard for people who are not believers. Because again, even if you think that the only way is through God, then that doesn't change the fact that very many people still do not believe. And so you're just saying, what we're really saying is, for the people that don't believe, do we want them to just be leftist, hedonist atheists, or do we want them to be moral people who have a structure and also happen not to believe in God? There's no choice where everybody is Christian. That's not an option. So the option is, what do we do with the people who are not Christians? That's getting into it. That's getting into it and all that stuff. But yeah, we talk about that relatively frequently. I just don't want to get too deep into it today. We're already 3 hours. Damn, we're already 3 hours deep. All right, so this is gonna be the last video unless we get another super chat. Star Sphere said, "I'm a Christian. I understand that atheists don't think like Christians. You need to accept that if they don't have God, they're not going to follow. They're not going to follow God's laws. They're going to follow human laws. Exactly. And so, do you want those people to have good human laws or bad human laws? Right now, it's leftist, not good. The best argument with atheists is it does harm to other people or does it benefit other people?" Which said, all these people were atheists. Yeah, all those people, guess what else they did? They also brushed their teeth and wore shoes. Does that mean that everybody that brushes their teeth and wears shoes is a dictator? Of course not. That is a correlation, not a causation. Come on, brother. You know better than that. Hey, shout out. Thank you very, very, very much. Am I the guy from the Twilight series? Maybe. Carl said, "I'm ugly. I won't impose my appearance on you." That is totally fine. We do not require cameras to be part of the after party. Patrick C, absolutely. You don't have to believe in God to be a decent human being. Super facts. Zippy said, "God is the only absolute, not man or religion. What man knows of God is nothing, because the flawed cannot calculate perfection." Even there, I mean, I agree that is why even Christians are using a subjective moral structure. But I know, right? I know, John, right? It's just the same ones over and over and over. Well, what's stopping you from going to killing and murdering people? Like, yeah. All that stuff. But yeah, Zippy, even again, you're making claims. You're making truth claims about saying about things that you're claiming that you cannot know. So if you cannot know, then how can you make the truth claim? I don't make no sense. All right, so yeah, 14.
I've talked to them a bunch.
Fantastic. So Campbell Miller Payne is a law firm for dads in Texas who all left their previous law firms and started a new one just to sue for kids and young people like Clementine who've been harmed by this madness. And these are great guys. They could have done anything to make a bunch of money, but they started a law firm. They left all their previous firms. They have 18 kids between them, and they're going to cause a lot of waves. I know some good lawsuits coming too, which we aren't allowed to announce yet.
Yeah, I really hope so.
That's one of the way out of this mess we've got into.
I don't know how a child can consent to the loss of their fertility.
Yeah.
Children can't consent.
But atheism, again, is not a belief in nothing. It's a lack of belief in the thing that you believe in. I absolutely believe in many things, just not your God. That's it. No, Nadim. The only absolute because it says so in a book. Exactly. It would be very sad to believe in nothing. I agree.
Out of this mess we've got into.
I don't know how a child can consent to the loss of their fertility.
Yeah.
Children can't conceptualize that, and I think people don't understand that.
So what got you into this in the first place?
I was sexually abused as a child, and that was totally ignored. But I started having a lot of negative feelings about my body around puberty, and I was egged on by some guidance counselors that I might be transgender, and I later decided that I was really a boy, and my life would be so much easier because of all this abuse that I had.
Zippy, I understand, but I get that your claim is humans cannot know. How do you know that whether or not humans can know? How do you know what you're claiming to know? You're claiming that you cannot know, that doesn't make any sense. You can't say, I know that we cannot know this. How do you know that?
Some guidance counselors that I might be transgender, and I later decided that I was really a boy, and my life was so much easier because of all this.
Kind of do the weave, whatever comes up. That's the beauty of being in the chat on this channel. Not unlike other channels where they just go and they just talk and they just say whatever they want to say. I'm here to chat with you guys. So sometimes we, kind of weave back and forth. Yeah. Thank you for the validation, Vadim. God damn. There's so much of that around here.
Decided that I was really a boy and my life would be so much easier because of all this abuse that I had experienced because of being a woman, and I totally just rejected womanhood because I thought that all that it meant for me was pain. Yeah. That's kind of how I got there, but getting out of it, getting out of it was a really difficult process for me, but mostly it was just getting the right therapy. I went to DBT therapy, and we never discussed my gender. We only discussed my sexual abuse. And after I dealt with that,
didn't even discuss her
I didn't want
gender.
to do this anymore, and the loss of my fertility and my body just started to really sink in. And I realized, like, oh my God, I built this entire persona around misogyny.
14 years old. 14 years old. The punchline is that I don't know. I was gonna try and make something. I'm a little off. We're 3 hours deep, and I'm fading. But I was gonna say that the joke is that that's real. Popcorn Cornbread said, "Am I black?" Star said atheism is actually probably one of the least tolerant religions I've ever come across personally. Well, that's because it's not a religion. It is a position. It is merely the lack of belief. So the same. Okay. Starsphere, do you believe in the flying spaghetti monster? Let's go that route. We did the how old are your ears, right? Kamala is Oswald. What does that mean? So yeah, Star. Again, do you believe in the flying spaghetti monster? Is the question on the table for Starsphere? Well, I'm setting up this next. No, just wait. I got it. Just do you believe in the flying spaghetti monster? Yes or no?
So I've been watching all of.
I don't remember when this one is, but I saved it for a reason, so it's gonna be funny. All right. Well, Starsphere, I'm going to assume that no, you do not believe in the flying spaghetti monster. That is not a religion. You do not belong to the religion of I don't believe in the flying spaghetti monster. That is just a position. And so the same way that you don't believe in the flying spaghetti monster, but that's not a religion, I just don't believe in your God. That's it. Oh, so you're gonna ignore me? I stopped the whole show to ask you a specific question. Kind of weird. Carl said, is atheism defined as a lack of belief in God or the belief that there is no God? Honest question. It is the first, is the lack of a belief. Atheism, without a belief in a God or gods. Theism is the belief in a God or gods. A is a prefix that means without. I am without a belief in a God or gods. However, if any one of you can prove to me that a God exists, then I am no longer an atheist because it's just based on the evidence. It's not a religion. I don't have any active beliefs about a God or anything. I do believe that there's something bigger than ourselves or whatever, but beyond that, it's just speculation and all that stuff. So that is why atheism is not a religion. It is merely the position. It is a lack of belief in a God or gods. Now, that is it, nothing else. There may be atheists who claim to believe that they know there is no God. Number one, they're wrong in the same way that somebody would claim that they do know for a fact that there is a God. You are also wrong in that claim. But the idea is that being a Christian means that you believe in Christ as your savior, and being an atheist just means that you don't. There again, you may be an atheist that only drinks soda and doesn't drink Gatorade, but that's not part of atheism. That's just another thing about you. How long they've been atheists, the longer the less it's thought or talked about. Yeah, that's very true. Most of us, especially if we came from religion, there's a very militant phase that when you realize, oh, this whole thing that I've based my life around and I feel like I've been lied to. Again, whether we're right or wrong, that's how we feel in the moment. And that is justifiable anger. Does it come out in the best ways? Usually no. But then as you move on with your life and you realize that, okay, I can build my life based on other things, then it kind of falls into the background. So the same way you don't really think about whether leprechauns or unicorns or the flying spaghetti monster exists, that's not your religion. That's just a thing that you don't believe. In the same way that when it comes to Christianity or any other religions, I just don't have the beliefs. Okay, well, I mean, if you already know the argument, then why did you say the thing that sparked the argument? Jailbroke Spirit said, what's your idea about creation? I believe in the Big Bang. And after that, everything was a chemical, electric, or physical reaction. All right, let's get on to this next one. And I'm going to bed. It's only 9:30. I love this daylight saving. This is the only time I love daylight savings is last night when I get that extra hour of sleep, and tonight when I feel like I've been up all day and it's still not even that late. I don't know. Good question. I wish I knew. I don't know, and I don't have any idea. That would be a great thing to know, but I don't know, and not knowing is okay. All right. So, does anybody know who Oswald Bates is? I don't, and I forget who this even is or what this even is, but I saved it, so it must be funny.
So I've been watching all of Kamala Harris's interviews because I wanted to see if she'd ever say anything of substance, but she continued to just give us word salads, and I started to think, damn, she reminds me of someone I used to watch, a character. I couldn't remember if it was a cartoon, I couldn't remember if it was a show, but I'm gonna show you the video of who I think she is. And it was just hilarious because it was messing up my brain, and I was like, finally it dawned on me. Kamala Harris reminded me of this character I used to watch on Living Color. I don't know if you used to see this show. It was a show many years ago, but it was like a Saturday night type show, and it was with the Wayans brothers, and they used to do all these skits, and there was this character on there.
Shout out to Godfrey. Welcome. That is exactly what I'm seeing as our future. I don't see why it wouldn't. And again, if somebody can prove that we need dogma, we need religion, we need whatever. If somebody can prove that, then okay, great. Like then I was wrong. I'm okay with being wrong, but right now nobody's proven that. Star, so I stand by the fact that the most intolerant people I've ever come across were atheists. Fair enough. I agree with you. Nope, I completely agree with that. I mean, it's only seconded by Christians for me, but that's to be expected, because in any group you're going to have assholes, right? You're going to have Christians that are assholes. You're going to have conservatives that are assholes. You're going to have liberals that are assholes. You're going to have atheists that are assholes. And if you're on the other side of that, you're likely, you also have to understand that because of the fact that most people who have gotten past that militant stage of atheism don't really talk about it, you probably have talked to way more atheists than you have you have an idea. You only know the atheists that told you they were atheists, and probably they told you they were atheists in the context of telling you, oh, your religion is bad or stupid or wrong or something along those lines. And so that's the representative heuristic. So just because all of the debates that interactions you have with people who are asshole atheists is not representative of atheists. Though without this moral structure, it does tend to happen where people who don't believe tend to become assholes, which is why, like I'm saying, we can't make those people religious. What we can do is offer them a moral structure so that they're not assholes. That is where I'm coming from. What else we got here? Jailbro says, so do you align with any religion for stances on morality or common practices? Depends on what you mean by align. I think I am aligned with with Christianity quite well. I don't know how you would say that. I think I'm closely aligned with Christianity in the way that I believe. I was brought up a Christian. I have Christian sensibilities. But in terms of like I don't attribute really anything of my life solely to religion, except for the fact that it was the philosophy that I was introduced to. So I learned, the golden rule through Christianity. But I don't think that that's the only way that you can learn the golden rule. Yep. Pascal's wager. Shout out to K-Vines Dow. Welcome from Norway. Where we at? Am I falling behind? I'm falling behind. All right. Star said some people enjoy debating and argue. I do not. I'm sure there's plenty of Christians who will. I have conversations. There we go. I'll say all the time, stop trying, not you, but to people in general, stop trying to win an argument. Just have a conversation. Agreed with you there. Shout out to Lisa Ann. Welcome. Said you look like Jesus. That's where the name comes from. Welcome to the party. All right, let's go back to this and see what he is talking about.
Saturday night type show, and it was with the Wayans brothers, and they used to do all these skits, and there was this character on there called Oswald Bates. He would talk and say nothing, but it was all these crazy word salads, and he would just say the dumbest things you could possibly think of. So I'm gonna show you a video of Oswald Bates, and if you think it's her, if you think Kamala Harris is
so this is a 1 in the chat. So if you think this guy is on point with his comparison, put a 1 in the chat if you think this is like Kamala Harris, and put a 2 if not.
Oswald Bates, repost this, hashtag Kamala Harris is Oswald Bates, and let's show everyone who Kamala Harris is. Check it out.
First of all, we must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. If I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract.
That's her.
Because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation. So, do not misinterpret the chauvinistic.
Here for the United Negro Scholarship Fund. Because a mind is a terrible thing to develop without help.
Allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification inflicted on the incision placed within the fallopian cavities serves to be holistic, taken from the Latin word jalapeno.
Beautiful. And that is what we will get if you do not get out and vote for Donald Trump. Vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, that's what we like to call psychobabble. And if you do not want that leading your country and arguably the world, then please make sure you get out and do the damn thing. That's her blah, 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 bullshit. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I really did have a good time. Sofa King is like, yep, that was right there. Let's see what Jailbroke said. If there is a creator and there was a definitive way to get to know creator that made you... If there is a creator and if there was a definitive way to get to know the creator that made you, would you want that chance? Abso-fucking-lutely. Indie Film was saying before that he's agnostic and he wishes that he had the belief in the afterlife. And I completely agree. Having the thought that, my life, this safety blanket, that everything in life is set out and there's a plan and somebody's watching over me and all that, to go back to believing that would be so amazing. It would be amazing. But we are not in control of the things that we are and are not convinced of. I think, was it K. Roach who was talking, or no, I forget who it was, but somebody was talking about Pascal's wager. And it's like, oh, well, if I'm wrong, whatever. But you don't get to choose like that. You either believe or you don't believe. You're either convinced or you're not convinced. And you could try to convince yourself that you are convinced. But at the end of the day, that is a brain state. You're either convinced. So in the same way that I could tell you, there's actually a lion right behind the camera. You do not have the choice to believe that. You can't choose to believe that. You can choose to say that you believe it, but in your brain, there is no way that you can get your brain to just accept that. Hey, shout out to Starsphere. Said, I joined the Discord. If you ever want to hear about the miracle I witnessed, I'd be willing to talk about it as long as it remains a conversation and not a fight. Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah, I am very glad that you joined. Everybody should. Let me drop that link one more time. Oh, that's not it. Let me drop the link one more time because yeah, I'm definitely interested in everyone's story. I'm interested in meeting new people. And we really are building something over there, guys. This here on YouTube, we got the show, even the full show Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. That is, a big deal to me. But it's really about building a community. We need to be able to get back to a place where we can communicate with people that we don't necessarily agree with. We need to be able to do that. And it doesn't matter what you believe. It just matters that you're able to communicate with other people, because the fact is we all have beliefs that are not correct, and we should all want to have as many true beliefs as possible and as few false beliefs as possible. So number one, we have to be willing to listen to other people, but we also have to be willing to put our beliefs out there with the willingness that somebody else could tell you you're wrong and they're right and you're wrong, and you say, okay, you're right and I'm wrong. So there you go. The Discord, one more time, Discord in the chat. Starsphere is in there. We are in there. M169 is in there. Indie Film is in there. Zippy is in there. Carl, did you join yet? I don't know if you've been joining, but all the cool people are in there. That is where you want to be, guys. And again, it's completely free. It's completely free to join. If you join as a member to this channel, you do actually get more stuff. Like we do movie nights and all that good stuff. So consider joining. It's just $2.99 a month. That comes with 12 after parties. 12 after parties. And then if you don't like it, it's less than a cup of coffee and you just cancel it. But I do really think it's worth it. And like I said, I really, really, really believe that we are building something. And as I've said before, and I will say it again, we are so much closer to the beginning than we are to the end. So come through. Let's continue doing this. Let's continue partying. Let's continue bringing each other together. Let's bring other people in and let's make something happen. I really believe we have the ability to change things. We are at a time where things are moving, things are changing. So let's ride that wave. Guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much for hanging out with me. Come here, Mort. Come here. Let's give you one more to say goodbye. Yep. I'm going to do that so he comes over. Once again, guys, this is Morty. And I have been your host, Lutch, a.k.a. the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. Remember, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hit the subscribe, ring the bell, do all the stuff. Go to TheIndianJesus.com for your official merch and come through. Join us in the Discord. Until then, we are out of here. Peace.